riding for myself, Kristen, the Infidel Cash, Jay, the Laughing Assassin Page, Devin Ward, Brian Cox, Josie the Tick, and special guest, Taylor
Hey yo.
Okay.
Hold on.
That was
whoa. That was like the greatest introduction ever.
Here he comes, yo. Here he comes, yo. Here he comes. All right.
That was probably the best intro we've had.
So that's
No
enough
doubt.
excitement for
No
today.
doubt.
So everybody just come
He's
through.
finally here. He didn't lie this time and not show up.
First of all, did Chris tell you what happened? Did Chris tell you what happened?
I did.
Listen, I was driving.
What
okay?
had happened?
I was driving to my house because I
What
had to go get
happened was-
dressed.
And you got
And I like
sleepy
fell
tired.
asleep and was hitting the gravels. And I was like, man, what kind of episode would it be if I didn't make it? Like, what if I died? And then y'all had to talk about that.
We'd have a
We
memorial.
would have just rescheduled. It wouldn't have been a big deal.
We just rescheduled it.
Would it be like the memorial like WWE done on like Chris Benoit?
Yeah.
After he-
We'd have your face like, well.
No,
actually,
we
we'd
should
the
have
panda
like a
hat.
New Orleans tribute. They
a
party for funerals down there.
loving memory.
Took
We'd
the
have
panda.
Sarah McLachlan
put
singing,
right
like, feeding
in the
animals
arms of an
so,
angel.
yeah. No, Chandler Cole died. Oh, Chandler Cole died because he fell asleep at the wheel.
Gonna tape his face on top of the
Jesus,
panda.
take the wheel.
Whoa.
I guess he didn't hear you.
I'm trying to get.
You fell asleep and hit a telephone pole. Sorry about all that.
Yeah. This song makes me cry. Like, it's so sad.
We'd like to take this time in memory of Chandler the Hammer Cole. He didn't do too good in his last one. But that's okay.
You know what?
But that's
You know what? It happens, man. And see,
it does happen.
I tell you what happened. Okay.
It happens more to others than it does to
Let
some.
me tell you what happened.
What
Is
had
before
happened?
every fight, I have a ritual where I usually eat 2 packs of Oreos, and I only ate one.
Wait, double stuff or
Double
original?
stuffed.
Nah,
Okay.
get out
I
of
ate
here.
one, and it just
That's
messed me
probably
up.
peanut
That
butter.
my feng shui wasn't there.
Why is Celtic Angels in the Arms of an Angel on your playlist?
Yeah,
Can
let's
I
talk
ask you
about
that?
that. Why do you
Can I
have
ask
that on
that?
your
Wait,
playlist?
he pulled that up.
Why do you?
There's so much to
going.
cover
Hold
in
on,
this
hold on,
podcast.
hold on.
Okay.
Well, because
My sister
sometimes
said
when you
it.
have your phone,
She's
and you're
talking
trying to
her.
make videos.
Hey Leslie,
You want to have a variety. Who's
this is
this?
pretty awesome.
Is this like the live
She's cool.
feed?
Yeah, boy.
So this is where I pop
Yeah,
up
turn
at.
that shit off.
This is where I pop at.
The memorial's over. Let's actually talk
that's
about
it.
live
So that's why I
people.
wasn't here last week.
Oh, 'cause
That's
you
where
was
live
dead.
is called.
Yeah, literally. And then I went home and went in coma. Literally.
You went to dead.
I went to a coma.
He went to
Not bed.
So
went to
we're
bed.
just glad Chandler's here so he can like defend himself for lying.
Todd, what's up?
Mr. Todd the Redledge.
Hey,
See, I really should have brought my glasses because I can read what they say. I can't read their
He
names.
said.
"What's up?" I can read that.
He said Chandler's a punk and should have shut up last time.
So you want to talk
That's what
about
he
punks?
says,
You know
yeah.
what? Hey, since we're live, you want to talk about punks?
Let's talk about
about
punks.
the time that you bullied me that we've been talking about before.
Damn.
Here comes the
Wait,
lies.
which time? Because there has to be more than one.
There's tons of times. One time I came to Bushido and train, and he bullied me.
That's a lie.
And then, the thing was, like, he was leg locking me, and I was like, dude, I don't know any submission. This is when I first started.
That didn't
And he was
happen.
like, heel hooking me, and
I'm glad this is
Knee
live.
bars
I'm
and-
glad
Probably
because
holding too long,
Jesus
too.
is
yeah,
listening.
you know what's crazy is I remember I had to take like 2 weeks off because you really
Wow.
twisted. You hear my knee? Hold on, listen.
Oh,
God.
I did
That's
not.
from you.
You did that yourself.
That's from you. But it was because of what you did.
You know, it's a lie, but I'm glad I did it.
You know,
I'm going to
listen.
say it. I'm going to say it.
I don't care. You broke.
I'm
your
glad
elbow.
your ankles.
I don't care. You broke your elbow.
I don't care that I broke your ankle. I didn't do
My
that.
knee. Because that's what a heel hook does.
Can we talk about something else now?
We've been over.
How did everyone's Christmas go?
Show you again. What Hill Hook does.
What about it?
It's what you did to me.
I didn't do nothing.
It's what you did.
I'm just glad that I'm not the only person that heel hooks white belt.
Can I ask you a question? Did Jeremiah Harper catch you with the heel hook?
Go.
Did he catch you with the heel hook?
Listen.
Did that actually? Now,
Can I make this public?
We're just gonna
Can I
jump
make
in.
this public?
This is a rhetorical.
Can I make this public? I just want to tell the
saying-
world.
Let me
Just
say this
answer the
first. Let me say this first
question.
because this is a
It's just a
rhetorical.
question.
This is what's called a rhetorical question. I know the answer to this question. Okay. I'm just gonna see if you're gonna lie again.
Okay.
Did Jeremiah Lone Wolf Harper catch you in a heel hook
Oh, yeah, brother. Talk to me.
and make you go tappity tap?
He did not, but
Okay.
you bullied me like you bullied him.
We're not talking about
There it is.
We're not talking about that.
You bullied me like you bullied him.
You're going off the rails here.
Huh?
You're going off the rails.
What'd you do to him?
This,
Did you heel hook
this
him?
isn't about me and
Did you heel hook
Jeremiah.
him? Did
Guys,
you heel
help
hook
me.
him?
Help me.
Did you heel hook him? Did you heel
Get
hook
in
him?
here.
At Wise Fair, I was there.
Bushido, help me. Y'all are just sitting there
So,
just watching
Hey,
the show.
Listen, I
Put
don't
the
know if you know
popcorn
this,
down and
I'm
help
the
me.
people's champ, man. You can't get them on your side.
I'm not trying to get anybody on my side. I'm trying to call a spade a spade.
The truth
right now.
will set you free.
Yeah, and I'm telling the truth, and you lie a lot.
Now,
No.
Chandler,
You've lied quite a bit.
I have not.
I've heard something, and it may not be true, but I've heard.
It's probably a lie, but go
I've
ahead. Hey,
heard-
if Chandler said it, it's a lie, but go
I've
ahead.
heard that on the record you said that
On the record.
Jeremiah, the Lone Wolf
It's in the
Harper,
file.
like he was kind of like your idol, like coming up and.
Oh God.
Okay, can I just
And-
be
and
real?
you-
I heard the
Because I
same
know
thing.
he's gonna
and you,
watch
and you look
this.
up to him,
I'm
Can
glad.
I- can I-
I'm glad you brought that
Listen,
up. David.
guys,
and
guys,
you don't
okay.
want to fight him because it's like a whole,
It's like
you know,
me
like
fighting
a GSP Matt
when
Hughes
George
thing. You didn't
St.
want
Pierre
to.
fought Matt Hughes, he couldn't even look at him.
Is that,
Guys,
is that what
like
this
Can I
is?
be real with you?
We want real for the first time in your
I'm
life.
gonna be real, okay?
We would love for that to happen.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm all cauliflower.
Look, when he first called me out, hey, we both got cauliflower. Listen, when he first called me out, guys, I was like, absolutely, like, I'm gonna beat him up.
Uh-oh.
But then when he told me that he was really training, I don't know if I'm about that.
Miss Ashley said, "Hello, beanheads."
Hey, Ashley.
How did you read that?
So, did everybody have a good Christmas?
Man, most definitely.
Yeah.
I got a shirt that says throat punch.
Is that what you got for Christmas?
Actually, Tracy got it, but she's going to wear it. So, which means I'm wearing it right now
I know that feeling.
and stretching that out so she can't.
I know
wear
that
it.
feeling.
So that's your shirt.
And she bought. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I just want y'all to know what y'all got started. He's gonna get on here cussing
I know.
and
we're
acting a
waiting.
fool.
I'm going to call him right now.
Hey, someone invite him to the podcast.
I tried before.
He might open that door and open a 50-gallon
We'll
drum of
lock
whoop.
it.
Please-
We'll lock it.
Tell
Please
on
don't
me.
run like you did last time. I'm just saying.
Hey, if he comes in here, I'm
We got
right there.
We got
If there's not a door, there will be.
We got a man.
There's a door.
Matt-
Where's the door back there?
Straight Kool-Aid man back there.
Oh,
yeah.
Sign a release form back there before you
Listen,
engage.
if he comes in here, I'm gone. Because I might not be able to beat him in a fight, but I know I can outrun him. That's a fact. We both thick, but I'm a different type of thick.
Oh.
I'm an athletic thick.
You're
dense
thick with two C's. I got you.
I'm a move fast thick. I'm like one of them thick Reese cups. It's like regardless of if it's big or small, you still eat it fast.
You see how much horse shit is coming out right now?
I
I'm
love it.
so glad
This
you
is
showed
what I
up.
love- This is what I've wanted forever.
It's so,
Hey.
I knew this was going to happen.
Listen,
I
seriously.
should have wore rubber boots to this.
You know
This
what?
is
Hey,
so-
listen
I said I
though.
forgot
You
my
know-
lyrics.
let me tell you. You
I'm
know what
waiting.
this
Go
is?
ahead.
You know what all this is?
What is it?
This is camouflage for ass whoopings. I look like this. So people underestimate me. And then when I go in there and they know the real deal.
Clock 'em.
So, with your last fight, you just got tired of winning.
That's what it was. Listen, what it was is I bobbed when I should have weaved.
Right, right.
And-
Hey, I've been there.
And he hit me with a right when I thought it was a left.
And you were right when you said that referee was mad at you about something. Did
Kid
you
beat
owe
me to
him money or
death. I don't know
something?
what happened.
He was just like, hey,
Listen,
ref, could you do your
funny
job?
Funny story, Jay.
I'm
Hold on.
listening.
So,
I'll be quiet.
it's a good story. It's a good story. So, it's a good story.
Shut your whore mouth.
But I gotta say it. I gotta tell the story.
Oh, I was just saying
I
what
gotta
you
tell the
needed to do.
story.
Go ahead.
So listen. So after the fight, you know, I was in good spirits. You know, I went outside. You know,
Cried.
when you lose, you get emotional. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like when
Devin
you lose,
can relate.
Cause I take
Win or lose, I can
Cause I
relate.
take this
He
shit
wins
serious.
and
You know what I'm saying?
cries.
So like, I was just mad.
He's
So,
about
but
to
I
cry
didn't
right
act a fool there. I went outside by myself and just let it all out.
Right.
And Brandon Count walks up to me and he says, "Hey man, that was a bad stoppage." And I said, "No, it wasn't." I said, "Dude," because honestly, what happened is like I remember circling, And I remember standing there with the ref in my hand. I looked down. I was like, shit, I must have lost. I don't remember nothing. Like, so when he told me that, I was like, man, it wasn't a bad stoppage. Like, I wasn't coming back. Because you know when you're coming back when you're not. Like, because that's the first time I'd ever been rocked.
Right.
Like, I've never in training, anything, ever been like. Sidney Wheeler actually kicked me in the head one time, put me on Dream Street. But he set me on my butt. This literally, like, I don't remember anything.
That's how it was when I got knocked out by Lance. Like, I've been hit hard in training and stuff like that.
I think it was just perfect hit.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because I go back and look. Well, anyways, I go back and watch the fight. And I'm like, watching it. I see me get dropped. And I see me defending, but not really defending. I'm getting just hit. And then I see me laying on the ground, like, just looking up. And, like, I'm not even blocking or nothing. I'm just, like, looking up. And he let some, like, Superman punch.
I know.
And hit me.
Like,
and I told Brandon, I said, dude, what was you talking about, dude? This was horrible. And he said, oh, you thought I meant he stopped it too soon.
Right.
I said,
Yeah.
I thought that's exactly what you meant.
Everybody
'Cause-
thought that it was like,
Oh, God, he beat me to death.
did you know the ref?
No.
Did you date somebody the ref used to date?
No.
Or did you owe him money?
If I had a
or-
golf club, I'd split his wig, though.
Good news.
He would.
I got
I would-
clubs in the trunk.
I would bust him to the white meat. Listen, this dude let him beat me to death. I went back and watched, and I was just thinking, like, what if me laying on the ground, like, just say freak accident mode, because we see this in MMA all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see freak accidents happen. Say I'm out of it on the ground, like, not defending myself, and he jumps down and hits me and says, like, you know, because I know a guy that actually punched a guy, and it whipped his head back so bad that it made like a 4 millimeter tear in his main artery in his neck. Like, what if some crazy stuff, and he died? The guy died. So, like, what if something like that? Yeah.
Wow. When did that happen? Where was that?
I'm actually not allowed to. Like, I'll have to tell y'all. But I can't tell you in public. I'll tell you different now.
All right.
But
Just text me.
I'll tell you off camera. But, like, you know what I'm saying is, like, what if something like that would have happened and a freak accident would have happened, and then, like, I couldn't be there to raise my daughter?
Right.
So that's the kind of stuff I look at, because I don't look at it like I lost a fight, because that stuff happens. Especially, like, everyone, like, wants to stay at this level and beat all these guys. Well, I told my agent even told me, he said, look, this is a step up. And I said, yeah, but I think I can fight. And I still think I can fight him. I just think my game plan, like, my thing was he was going to come in and I was going to take him down. But that's not how he fought. He sat back and was like, come to me. Because every time you come in, I'm going to hit you. And I think that if I'd have just came out and been more aggressive and with my wrestling, would I have won? I don't know, you know, because I didn't get that far. But I think that would have been the better game plan other than me sitting back and letting him, like, stalk me. Because that's what happened. He stalked me, faked to the left. I kind of, like, froze up, hit me to the right, which I don't even remember that part. But I've watched it 1,000 times. So that's the only thing. It's like I look at that and I'm like, it does piss me off because, like, yo, like, if we're held accountable, like, say for example, y'all were talking about elbows. Say he was in our shot and I elbowed him in the back of the head because that's what happened to me one time. Yeah. Say they would have took my win purse. Say I knocked him out, and I won the fight, but I lost the fight because I got disqualified. Like, they held me accountable for that. So I think that them stopping my fight late. And then the very next fight, they stopped William Knight, you know, the guy with the UFC contract, like the developmental program. They stopped his early. So it's like, if you want to hold the fighters accountable, then why are the refs not getting deducted? And why aren't the refs getting held accountable for this kind of stuff? It really makes me mad.
Ooh, good question.
Yeah, that's a
a damn
really
good question.
So real quick, so everybody knows it's Mama Cash's birthday.
Mama Cash.
It's his mama's birthday.
She turns 49. She just texted me saying
not
she's
49.
watching. She's
Happy
49 years
birthday.
old.
She's not 49. She's like 39.
Chandler, quit hitting on my mama. So for her,
birthday, Mama
I want
Cash.
us to sing happy birthday
right.
to our number one supporter.
Chandler, special guest. Start it off.
Happy birthday to you.
Mama
Yeah.
Cash.
Happy birthday to you. Mama Cash. Happy birthday, dear
Old lady.
Timmy Cash.
Timmy Cash.
Happy
birthday
to you.
Woo! Yeah, she's 49.
She get my big start.
She needs to be here to take pictures.
You need to.
Ashley says happy birthday too.
Yeah. So good news, Josie. So speaking of Miss Josie here, she's got little thingy thing coming up in January. What, the 10th?
January 10th.
January 10th.
Oh, she said thank you. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Mom will be there to take your pictures. So
Awesome.
No, is it Valor? Or is
It's
it?
Valor.
Never mind.
Oh, no. God! You mess everything up. You'll find this
Hold on,
podcast.
January 25th?
January 10th.
Oh, wow. That's the day after my birthday.
January 10th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going to have to win for
And here's the thing: we tell all of our guests that come on this podcast, whether we call them, they come in. Your next fight, you have to shout us out, and if you don't, you're banned. That's just how it goes.
If they give me the opportunity to talk, and
They
if I
will.
remember,
Just take
if I
the
don't,
mic.
If she remembers.
if I don't
it's
get verbally
important enough, she'll
dyslexic and like,
remember.
yeah.
I
You guys
mean,
pop into my
No, it's
head.
probably
I
more
mean,
like,
if you want to advertise, man, that's a different business out. You know what I'm saying?
There you
Deal.
No money though.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing.
Maybe a Bushido
Hey,
bag.
you'll
The best I can do is 10% off.
you'll get what's in our Patreon.
Man, they're supposed to send me one. We already talked about this. I swear. I talked to Eric about this, and they were supposed to sponsor me. They sent me a bunch of stuff. They sent me stickers and shirts, and it was awesome. They sent me a shirt that had the Arby's, had the Arby's logo, and it said
Everyone gets a shirt and stickers with their bag.
I didn't even get a bag. I just, well, I mean, what was it?
You got everything that was free.
Just so y'all know, he's been complaining about that since he like stepped into the gym. By the way, he looked at the bags and said, "They don't send me a
You've been
bag."
growling the whole time about
The whole time.
I mean, I don't know if I was going to get a free one. I just know that we talked about sponsor, and then it was like, hey, share my stuff. And I was like,
Speaking of
okay,
sponsors.
because y'all are sponsors, what's up? And I was like,
Shout out to
Speaking of sponsors.
Eric and Angie Jordan.
Yes, sir.
With Bushido bags.
Bushido
Eric
bags.
and Angie.
Use your code PandaCat to get 10% off your cart.
PandaKat because we're edgy like that.
who spells cat like that?
We do,
Edgy.
motherfucker.
Edgy people.
That's
folks.
That's some Tennessee stuff.
Panda cat.
Yesterday was also Eric's birthday, by the way.
Was it
Oh, happy
Eric
birthday,
Jordan, yeah,
Eric.
Eric Jordan had a birthday
Birthday.
yesterday.
Happy
Nice.
birthday
To Eric Jordan. And Tammy Cash.
God, everybody's getting old and
Everybody's getting
old.
birthday.
And
How old are you, Chandler?
I turned 25 in a week and a half.
Got him younger than Chandler.
Yeah, but
You're a
you
lot
look
south
rough.
over, dude.
True.
He looked rough.
You like dead and stuff.
You lived a hard life.
I did.
See, I think it's fair. I got knocked out, and I think I still look good. This dude gets knocked out, and he gained 10 years.
But I've been knocked out a lot. I've been knocked out more.
Are you
times
too
than
say you don't look old? You're old as shit, too.
I didn't say I didn't.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
I'm saying
Sorry
you're
for all
right,
this
and I've
vocal
got more
language
knocked
coming
out.
from Chandler Cole and J Page right now.
When you
I
tell the
was
truth,
saying-
I'm going to call you out on it. But when you lie, I'm going to call you out on it.
Okay, you just said,
Jay's gonna call you
if
out.
you lie, I'm going to call you out. If you tell the truth, I'm going to
I
call you
didn't
out.
break your ankle. You lying. That pop was arthritis.
You didn't break it. You just tweaked it bad.
Jay's a bully, man.
I'm not a bull.
It has ever since I met him.
I got to do what I got to do. I'm 46. I'm old.
You wasn't 46 when we grappled, and you
I
was
was
bullying
45.
You
me.
were 20, you were 26.
Huh?
You were 26.
Yeah, if I was 26, he wouldn't have even been born yet. He would have been one.
How old are you?
I hell hooked him when he was in his.
In a crib.
Jay was like,
Yeah.
Look, and
got baby bones.
Made him tough.
after he beat me like that, like he was heel hooking me, and here I am, prideful. Ah! So he's like, oh, I'm gonna let go of it. So he turns to like get another move.
He
like
gets
a
the
heel-
other- and he gets the
Look,
other leg.
And he goes to drop, and when he hits his back with the straight
Yep.
knee bar, pop.
This
But then
wow.
it's his back and ribs because he tried to. He
Ladies
said,
and gentlemen, this is the horseshit segment of the podcast.
I
he
love it.
said, "Bah!" And I heard everything pop, and I grabbed my knee, and I was like, oh.
speak over the guys.
I'll try.
So anyway, I gotta grab my match.
So it's not all about you, Chandler. This is the Cole hour.
Oh,
Chris, what's next?
girl power. Yeah,
That's for feminists.
yeah. I'm scared. You ever seen Captain Marvel?
Yeah. Yeah, made her way to fix it.
Well, hold on. I've heard, speaking of Josie's grappling match, she's been doing her like camp for it
Yeah.
exclusively with Andrew Jackson Elementary School down the street.
Is that the joke you've been holding on to? all day?
She's like, Playboy.
I mean, I did last week. One of our 15-year-olds at Gamma, I put him to sleep for a second.
How'd you do it?
nice.
Mount a triangle. I pulled his head up because I was tired of trying to pull his arm for the arm bar, and he just he closes his eyes and goes limp, and I let go of his head and just look down because he doesn't tap very quick, and so I'm just sitting on
That's
him.
his
and
fault.
That's child abuse.
That's his fault.
That is child abuse.
He's my size, it's all fair.
But he's not your age. So.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Choking out mine.
Exactly. Still, it's okay.
If it was a, if you know what?
I
and
was
this is-
tired
this- and that
of
is-
fighting with it.
Hey, listen, and that is sexist because if one of us choked out a girl, dude, we'd be in trouble.
Oh, here we go.
We'd have charges pressed.
And here
we go.
I mean, I've never
No,
never
not like
complained
that.
about that. It's like choke a little girl out. I
Hey,
don't care.
but on the real though,
No.
that's his fault.
Yeah.
He didn't tap.
I bet he was
didn't tap.
tapping.
I let him know.
Josie, stop! Josie, stop!
Oh, mommy. Mom.
I bet who are you facing on Tim?
Jazzy Sargent.
I bet you she was whispering in her ear. She's like, "Die, Jazzy," and he's like, "Die, Jazzy."
I don't know what happened.
So speaking of me training with
Where did you
Gamma,
Oh, who's Jazzy?
go ahead and text
Don't
Steve
women
and tell him we're
take
about to
it
call.
like men.
I did, and he just replied and makes sure we're calling Honey Badger too.
okay, good deal. But Stephen knew, who is trained with Bushido. We've all been hit by him numerous times.
Stephen knew.
No.
Yep. Let's pull up his
Showtime, Stephen. Showtime.
Mr. Stephen New up here. I got his Tapology page pulled up here. He's 7'3".
Are you gonna pull him up on the computer?
He's already there.
Son.
Chandler doesn't have his glasses.
Got it.
We're technically.
Son.
I thought he was gonna pull him up like so we could like talk to him up there.
No, not yet. Not yet.
2 seconds.
Cool.
Not yet. But he's
Showtime.
It's showtime, baby.
got a fight coming up in Arkansas.
In Arkansas in February. He's fighting Thomas Gifford that just left the UFC. So fighting in Thomas's hometown in Benton.
So he's
I'm glad you know more and done your homework. So,
Hey, I'm gonna brag on the blue tick here for a second. Okay?
The blue tick.
She
what a classic show.
she knows her stuff. If you talk to Josie, she does know her stuff.
Josie,
And
how long you been training for now?
I've been training martial arts 10 years. I've been training MMA for 4.
Yep.
she's the Hermione of MMA.
She's the blue tick.
And people get like intimidated by that, I guess, because you're like what 40 pounds and
115 on a good day.
and a female.
Full of
And
piss and vinegar.
when she, yes, I don't
Not
know.
gonna lie.
I haven't looked, but
What's that mean?
What does that even mean?
Oh my
did you put that in the
god.
cup when we started? I mean, how did they know that? But but she knows her stuff. You do know your stuff, and
Well, I had good coaches like Jay
Awesome.
Page here.
we are
Hashtag
very,
ETG.
You got,
What was that?
you got bullies like
He's just saying letters.
Embrace the grind.
All right, let's get old Steven here on the
Let's
phone.
get Steve
here.
on there.
So are we just gonna put him on speaker?
Yep.
He's in company.
That's right.
On the J page.
That's my brother-in-law.
You can't have that.
Let's
see. That's Terry. He's a tattoo artist.
Hey, I really am cutting the mullet.
You need a tattoo.
Oh,
Just
shit.
get something. Just Terry Cooper. I'm trying to plug you, Terry.
How do we do that?
Jay, answer.
Hello.
Steven!
Hey,
What's up, buddy? Welcome to the Panda Cat Podcast.
what's going on, friend?
Hey, we miss you, buddy. So, man, just...
I'm-
Whoa, whoa.
What?
What are you doing over there? Did we interrupt something?
That's my favorite show.
Nah, these boys, don't ask me why, but I got 2. Yeah, I'm not even going to say it. This sounds inappropriate.
Well, Steven, just...
Is it showtime?
There's always a show going on around me, okay?
No doubt.
So you have a fight coming up in Arkansas. It's Pyramid Fights 15. You're fighting Thomas Gifford. Give us a little insight. Tell the people where they can watch. What your game plan is. Yada 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 yada.
And yada.
And yada yada.
Away we go.
Well, I mean, I don't really want to give my game plan away, but
Have to, bro.
the main thing is I plan on kicking him in the head.
You're playing
No, oh yeah, I'm gonna kick it. I just want to see if I can get my foot up that high because it says he's like 6'2". So
I'm gonna tell you something about Steven New. When he turns the switch on, when you meet Steven, he's the nicest, coolest dude you ever meet before in your entire life. But I'm gonna tell you right now, how much you weigh right now?
174.
174. Okay, I fight at 205. I would not fight you.
fight with a gun.
I would
He's scary,
I would
man.
probably shoot you in the leg and take off running, and that's the truth because you have that switch, that theta brainwave that says, I'm going to run through you and you're going
He's
to die.
screaming.
Yeah.
Well, if
before
you've
he
ever
pops.
seen him, as soon as he gets into the cage, like his demeanor change.
You're seriously that dude, so you're savage.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Hey, Steve.
I think.
Steve.
Yeah.
Here comes a lie, Steven.
Hey, it's the hammer. Do you remember what I told you at our boxing match?
I think you just called me a lobster tail.
That's not a good connection.
So-
Listen, I told him, he took his shirt off, and I looked at him, I said, why does your stomach look like a lobster tail? Oh, that's why he stuck with me. So now it's like, instead of Showtime, it's Steven Lobster Tail name.
That's pretty cool.
So, Steve, this is definitely a big
Steven has a lobster tail.
step up in
It's a
competition
compliment.
for you, brother. I mean, you're fighting this guy in his hometown. It seems like he's 7-9. He's a very experienced guy, man. So, I mean, we're looking forward to you. We're gonna be rooting for you. So,
That's what they mean by that.
Oh yeah.
Let me see it.
you're used to being.
I'm kind of excited. I'm excited about going into his backyard. I get no pressure. I'm always fighting close to home, either Johnson City or Knoxville. And then I get to go out there and just go fight. I don't have to worry about putting on a show for my fans.
What weight class are y'all fighting at? 55 or 170? What's the?
55.
I still wouldn't fight you at 55. I would not do that.
Yeah, I was actually trying to get a 45 fight, but I've not been able to get a 45 fight since 2015
Come on, Dad.
So
Because nobody wants to
Oh,
fight.
yeah, whoa. I don't want any of that.
Devin said he'll meet you at
Shoot,
25.
hey, last time I rolled with Devin made me feel like a clown, so I don't know. I'm just being honest.
That's not true.
We got skills.
So, brother,
What you gonna do, brother?
so where can the people tune in and watch this if they can't make it to Arkansas?
Yeah, that being a 9-hour drive, I've asked the promoter, Josh. He said it's going to be on fittv.com, or the Fit app. So
Okay.
tune in. You can watch that. It's, got MMA, wrestling, boxing. All those are live streamed on
They
there.
have midget wrestling.
Is it FITE?
FITE, yes. TV.
It's Fight TV.
So yeah, brother. I mean, just get you back to your family real quick. We try to make these a little quick, brother. But who you got any shout outs to any sponsors, family, friends, cousin, nephew, sons, anything like that?
Yeah, I got to give a big shout out to all the guys down at Team Gamma, Gracie Bar, Greenville. They've been helping me get my game plan ready. It's primarily a jiu-jitsu gym, but thankfully all three of the coaches in there, they fought MMA before, so they helped me come up with game plans. They give me rounds. They've got bodies. Tri-Cities Boxing and Fitness. They're helping me with my hands and some other stuff. Then I got Uppercut Barbershop. They help me. They sponsor me. Open Gym Barbell. I don't even know, leg lock. CJ, he's kind of been helping me out a little bit. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, so I apologize. I know I am. I just can't think of who it is.
Page, your mentor, your
Handicap podcast.
Handicap podcast.
and you're not a jiu-jitsu. You're not a jiu-jitsu gym. I'm gonna call you out on that. You're not a jiu-jitsu gym because you got killers in that school that like destroy people.
Well, a lot of that's got to do with Steven. Like I was telling Chandler earlier, he's our unofficial team leader. Honestly, without him, we wouldn't have a fight team because he's always there making sure everybody's showing up for practice, getting the rounds, and getting what they need. So this fight camp, we're really hoping to pay it back to him.
You're an MMA dad.
Daddy. Hey, daddy.
You guys can call me Daddy Showtime.
We'll just call you Showtime.
No, I thought it was Poppy there.
Oh yeah, Poppy. I'm
Poppy
sorry.
is
I
cool.
got to refrain
Poppy's
that.
cool.
My roommate, Honey Badger McGee, he likes to be called
You
Daddy.
gotta be in class Friday night.
Oh, we did. Well, keep talking.
I'm that baby
All right,
pappy.
brother. We'll let you get back to that wonderful kid of yours, man. And we pray for you. We hope the best for you. We'll be watching. We have one favor to ask. We ask for all of our guests. If you don't do it, you're banned kind of ordeal. You got to shout out the Panda Cat podcast when you win.
Please.
Hey, I will. I love little pandas.
All right, brother. Well, man, you have a good night, man. Thank you for coming on, brother.
Hey, we love you big, Showtime.
Hey, no
See you,
problem.
buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck, man.
Hey, good
Good luck,
luck.
brother.
I'm so happy for him. He's starting to turn around.
He's a good dude.
He's
Hey,
the
that
man,
pyramid
dude.
fights ain't no joke either.
No, it's
You know, that's where Ben fought Justin Frazier, and Justin was in the finale of The Ultimate Fighter. I met him down in Vegas, yeah.
You
Dude,
seen
he
the
is-
guy Steven's fighting? He looks like Thor from.
Well, did you see
He-
his last
he
UFC
is.
fight?
He is.
Yeah. He's like, is he really? That's
He's
Thor?
a stunt double, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
I think it was
it was
the
only
Lion or
it was the
something
first
like
Avengers
that.
movie.
yes, the young one.
The line, I guess it's because of his hair. That would
So
make sense.
They asked him to place the one
who's
first.
So I'm watching the Panda podcast on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm making a lot of hand gestures. It's weird.
It
I
happened.
don't know why.
You cut your hands off, you can't talk.
Just sit on him.
Just sit on your hands. Yeah.
So,
Pretend you get a
Josie,
lap
you
dance.
said that Brian, or not Brian, Brandon, I'm literally looking at his name right now, has a fight coming up soon, don't you?
No, Brandon McGee, he just fought
That's right.
one of the guys from
Darren Sharp.
KMA. Yes,
Okay.
from KMA. And he had one heck of a fight. Honestly, it could have went either way. It was super, super close, but it's the best he's performed. And known him for about a year and a half, and in the past year and a half, he's come a long way. Because when I started working with him, every time he would throw a hook, he would drop his shoulders and wiggle his butt and then throw his hook. Like, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen,
That's a
probably
combination.
coaching. Yeah, he would dip and wiggle his butt and throw his hook.
Well,
He made a noise like that when he threw
Let's
it.
get old
I'm trying
Brandon.
to I'm trying to look.
Punch, hook, punch. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
If someone wiggled on me, I'd put them on Dream.
That is a honey badger.
I don't know. He looks like somebody that could twerk.
Okay, you call him Bobby too?
Shots fired.
Let's get old Brandon on the phone.
Yeah,
here.
let's call him Honey
Let's
Badger.
call all of Gamma's gym while we're
Yeah,
at
let's
it too.
call
Let's call all Gamma's Poppies.
Let's call Team Poppy.
After the night, we're gonna change the name.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna learn today.
Go,
Hey,
hey,
Badger,
puppy.
dude.
I don't know, so can I answer it?
Calm down.
Hopefully you didn't fall asleep.
Man.
Hello.
Hello, hey, this is Chandler with the Panda Podcast. How you doing?
What you say?
Oh, you know nothing. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good.
Doing good.
just let
Okay,
him
so
take over.
listen, here we have sitting Josie. I forgot her last name, but listen, she says that you're one heck of a fighter, and that when you throw your right hand, you wiggle your tush and throw your left hook. So we just want to ask
Hey.
you about that.
when I was started, hey, I could
I
not
said a year and a
throw
half
a
ago, he doesn't
punch.
do it
I will
anymore.
say that. I cannot throw a punch at all. I did
That's if you
kind
go
of
back
wiggle
and
my
watch his
butt.
last
That's not a
fight,
good
he-
trait to have,
He was
so-
winning on the on the feet.
Hey, so we have a serious question we need to know on the Panda Cat podcast. Can you
Okay.
twerk?
You spark.
Hey, when I used to throw my left hook, I could twerk pretty well. So I will happen to say I can twerk.
That's part of the combination.
Do you listen to country music?
He does.
I do.
What's your favorite country song out right now?
That you twerk to.
That you twerked. Can you do that? Is that
Yes.
okay?
Because hey, I don't know if you know this, Brandon McGee, is that his name?
Yes.
Brandon McGee. This is the Hammer, and I play the guitar.
If you want to call it that.
Well, maybe I could twerk to some of your music, the Hammer.
Listen, hey, you just let me know, and I'll break a string for you.
We'll be recording
we-
live when that happens soon.
That's how you get
Yeah,
in this, I guess.
we might have to just get a YouTube hit off of that. You know,
Hey, you
we'll
let me
become
know.
famous from me twerking and you playing the guitar.
Hey, it sounds good to me. I'll even wear the panda hat.
So Brandon, you had one of your toughest fights your last outing against a Garrett Sharp. It says here you lost via decision, unanimous. Of course, he's a KMA guy, the whole nine, man. So what's your thoughts? Like, how do you think you performed? How do you improve from that? How do you forward looking? How do you do?
I honestly, that was I was well prepared for that fight. To be honest, I felt
my cardio was up. I felt real good. It just I put him in submissions. He got out of submissions. I did the same, you know, and it just didn't go my way. But I'm still training. I felt good, you know, and I'm just going to keep going at it, keep working, and be ready for the future. Like I said, I don't really know what the future holds yet, but I've had a couple of fight offers about maybe February, but I don't know if I want to fight yet in February because you know, Stephen New's got a big fight coming up, and I really want to, you know, try to give him the best fight camp he can have because this is a big opportunity for him. And that's the main thing right now, so I really don't know what I'm going to do in the future.
That's a good teammate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, man, I mean, I know you say you don't want to fight in February, but do you got a time frame? You want to fight, you know, March, July time frame? What do you?
Yeah, March is really what I'm looking at right now. That's really about as late as I want. You know, that's really when I want to fight. I don't want to really go no farther than that because you know, I'm still healthy. I'm ready to go. But like I said, I'm really trying to just focus on Steven right now because this is a real big opportunity for him. So, and that was something I've talked to him about, and you know, even my manager Tim Worley, you know, and he asked me what I wanted to do, and that's just something we're talking about right now. And we'll just continue to talk about it and see what I want to do. But March is really what I'm looking at.
Well, cool deal, brother. Well, man, just real quick, man. I mean, I know you got a strong wrestling background. Me and Chandler here are wrestlers. Devin hates wrestlers. Jay hates wrestlers.
I'll sit
I
down
ain't no
every
wrestler.
time.
Jay hates Dana White.
Don't put
That's
that on
what
me.
it is.
I ain't no wrestler.
I hate Dana White and wrestlers.
Chandler's not a good wrestler.
I'm not a good
Oh,
wrestler.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you, Honey Badger. What do you hate most about Dana White?
Oh God,
He's
He may be your
that's a
boss
tough
one
question.
day. Watch your tongue. McGee, watch your tongue. He may be your boss one day.
It's a trap, McGee. It's a trap.
It is a trap.
You
It's
know
a
what?
trap, man.
In his head, he's thinking that bald head, but he's not going to say it because of you.
Is that what
Hey,
it is?
I can't say exactly the bald head because you know, I mean, you know, you got Jay Page there. He's got a little nice
That's
bald
what I'm
head.
saying. He can't
And
say
then-
it, but that's what he
and
wants.
then
Hey,
not to
bald
mention,
head
turn
means
around.
wisdom.
There you go.
And not to mention, my dad's got a bald head too, so I can't really hate on that.
This is also
My
coming
dad
from the
does
kid with
too.
the mullet, by the way.
So if you
Mo
had
Miller
Yeah.
has a bald
if you
head.
had one critical thing to say about Dana White, what would it be? I'll put it to you in a very.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
He's revolutionized UFC.
I really don't have anything critical to say about it.
There you go.
Oh
Bring
my
on
gosh.
man.
sheep.
It was just the
You're
bald
the
head
man.
all along.
You must have not listened to the podcast where I broke out like 4 paragraphs of how much I hated Dana.
Lord.
But that's okay. We still love you. You did real good. You dodged the question.
Pass the test.
You passed the test.
Chris will
And,
give you a
we're
new
proud
card.
Big giveaway.
Hey,
I don't know.
we should do like a raffle or something.
Hey man, I appreciate you having me on the podcast and everything.
Hey, Badger, we love you guys
Yeah,
over
man,
at Team
hey,
Hammer.
man, real quick before we
Love
get
you
off
too,
here,
man.
do you have any thank you, shout outs, or anything like that, real quick?
Yeah, I want to thank Steven, of course. You know, that's one of really my main guys. I definitely want to thank. I definitely want to thank Steven and you know, all my coaches get me well prepared, and all my sponsors, Uppercut Barbershop, Master Tech Heating and Air, and of course, you know, like I said, my coaches. I definitely gotta thank all them guys, and Jamaica Me Tan's one of my big sponsors as well. You know, them guys helped me out, so that's about it, man.
All right, brother. Well, man, whenever you get ready for your next fight, man, we'll get you back on here. We're going to hype the fight up for you, try to help you sell some tickets, and definitely tune in, man. So, and you got to give us a shout out, or else you're banned from the channel for life. You know how it goes.
It's just the rules.
It's the rules now. I made it up today, so that's how it's going to go. But yeah, bro, we greatly appreciate you taking time out of your night. God bless you, brother. Hope everything works out, man, and Godspeed.
Sir.
Hey, you too, guys. God bless y'all. I appreciate
God
it.
bless you.
Love you, man.
See you, brother. See you.
See you,
Love you,
man.
boo boo.
Charles over here. God bless you.
I would say what I was listening
This is
to.
not about Chandler.
I know, right?
I would say what I was listening to, but let me tell you right now.
All right, now we can finally get to our list of stuff we really want to talk about.
Okay.
See, we knocked all the easy stuff out of the way. You know, we introduced
I saw what you
Chandler.
did.
Easy.
Easy.
Guess who just checked in? Hey, guess who just checked in?
Oh,
Jimmy Neely.
UFC referee Jimmy Neely.
Where's Jimmy at? Is he still in town?
He went
Jimmy
back
Neely's
home.
going to
Ducking and dodging us.
Yeah, Devin has to pee every 30 minutes.
I drink a lot of water.
He has the bladder of a kitten.
He's
Everybody,
hydrated.
everybody be quiet so you can hear him pee.
Yeah.
Hey,
Everybody
if you're real quiet, you can hear Jimmy Neely breathing.
And Devin peeing.
And Devin
He's
peeing.
my hero. Jimmy knows too. Jimmy.
What'd you do that for?
Hey, listen. After my fight
You're
with
amazing
Stephen
to watch.
Flanagan, I said on the mic while I was sitting there in my glory, and I said, "And Jimmy Neely, I just want you to know I'm your biggest fan."
You say that in the microphone so
Yeah,
you can hear you.
don't blow his head up.
And I said,
Hold on, let me turn this down.
and I said, Jimmy Neely.
Quit making love to the mic, bro.
It's a fist away.
Okay, so I said, Jimmy Neely, I'm your biggest fan. I'm your stan.
My balls.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
That just got like
I got a kid.
super weird.
Come
I got a kid. I coach high school. Can't talk.
Yeah, you ruined it.
We're
just super weird challenge.
3 days away from a whole new year. We're fixing to go into 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 days.
No, you gotta count. They like January 1st is an extra day.
Technically, it's 2 and like.
Shut your mouth. This is my podcast. It goes how it goes.
Yeah, he's making rules up left and right today.
First
So,
of all, it's
what's-
2 days and an 8.
Okay, fair enough. 2 days and 8. Is that what you have?
2.8 days away.
So, what fights are you looking forward to in 2020?
John Jones, Dominic Reyes.
Mm.
Oh,
Goats.
that was fast.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't even get
I'm
humped
sorry.
out Khabib.
I like
but
that.
Tony-
Khabib and Tony.
Why would it
Tony.
be? Okay,
Definitely.
you think it's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
You think
You don't
so?
think it's gonna
I
happen?
doubt it.
You think-
If Tony doesn't stay healthy enough, something's gonna happen. This fight's been booked 5
You
times.
true?
So
That's
you're gonna
true.
get that excited?
I'm not gonna get excited. I'm hopeful.
He's gonna trip.
Okay,
fall,
if it
twist his
does
ankle,
happen,
Do
something.
you not want to see it?
listen, I do want to see it.
Believe,
I do. I have the last 5
That's
times.
faith.
The last 5 times. But what I'm saying is if it happens,
You'll believe it when you see
it's
it.
gonna be good. But when someone like teases you so many times with this good matchup, it's like you don't get as excited for it. Now Dominic Reyes coming up, it's a threat. It's a threat to John Jones.
Think so?
Absolutely, I think John Jones wins.
Why?
Because he's the greatest
Because he's the
MMA
GOAT.
fighter of all time.
He's
Okay,
steroids.
boy,
Because he's the GOAT.
Yes.
Hey,
John
we've
Jones
been
is
over
not
this
the GOAT.
steroid thing. It doesn't matter.
Name someone else who's the GOAT. Name
Look,
someone
I'm
who
wearing a
has-
damn
Oh,
TJ
really?
Dillashaw
Yes.
shirt.
GSP all the way.
I can name you somebody that has not hit a
He's
pregnant
lost.
woman
And he
and
lost to
broke her
Johnny
arm.
Hendricks
I
and
can
won.
name you
Did you
someone that
actually
has
see
not
John
done
Jones's last fight?
steroids.
Because
I
I
can
don't
name
think
you
you should have
someone
won.
that
What?
Hold on.
has
He is.
a
He
2-time
looks
weight
like
division.
trash.
I can name
Who?
you someone
What?
that
It's
is
because
not
it was
John Jones
close.
and is George St. Pierre.
No.
One at a time.
It's because okay, everybody thinks that John Jones lost.
He doesn't have a microphone. Nobody can hear him.
He's got a big mouth, Jay.
No, I don't think it's that John Jones lost. I think it's that it was so close. Everybody went ahead and gave it to. What's the crap is his name? It's,
Doesn't
You
matter.
don't even know.
That's like
Doesn't
Diego
matter.
Santos. Diego
Diego
Santos.
Santos.
Jimmy
Yeah.
says GSP, of course.
Oh,
Attaboy, Jimmy Neely.
and give the people.
It's
what they
about
want.
to
And a
go
couple months,
down.
It's gonna smack you all the way to the cage.
we're
and
gonna have to-
people's elbow.
We're gonna have
You
to.
can't even spell elbow, you retard.
Jeremiah Harper has entered the building.
The lone wolf is here.
I have no control.
So, Jeremiah Harper just showed
Since you're
up.
both here,
His comment. I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna have to read Jeremiah's comments
let me raise this
in
up.
the voice of Macho Man Randy
Please
Savage.
do. Please do.
Oh, hold on.
Per
Please-
his request.
Let me fix this mic real quick. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So here we go. Ooh, yeah. Talk to him, brother. Chandler Cole, that's you, brother. Oh, about time you showed up and gave the people what they want. In a couple of months, the lone wolf is gonna smack you all over the cage, then drop the people's elbow. Oh, yeah, that's what I said.
Hey, real talk, real quick.
That is real talk.
I gotta say something.
That's as real as
I
it
gotta
is.
say something.
That was beautiful.
Yo,
That's
I
so
low key,
beautiful.
listen, I low key am sorry to everyone. I'm not offended by saying the R word. I never say that. I really don't. And
Came out
I feel-
relatively easy.
That was
Easy.
very easy.
I feel,
Ricketts? What are you talking about?
no, I
Chandler,
feel
what's
really
in your
bad for
monster
that.
there? Like, have you been?
No, but I do
sharing?
feel bad for saying that for real. Cause that's
What
not
did you
me.
say?
It doesn't. He's
Yeah, I
not
know
gonna
what I said.
repeat it.
No, no.
Yeah, I know what I said. I don't know what I said.
It's not very 2020.
It's
I'll
not-
say that.
Not very
Not just
peace.
that, but that's not me.
What did you say?
No,
I,
it's
I
not
really didn't hear what
We'll
he
tell
said.
you off the mics.
It's not important, but that's not me.
Hey, another fight though. Looking forward to.
I know,
Oh my
Jay.
God, I'm so born in 1973.
Wow.
Hey, other fights this year. Looking forward to anybody?
Chandler Cole, Jeremiah
What'd I
Harper.
Yeah, that was a big go. That yeah, definitely.
Now, would you?
I want to see. Go ahead. Anyway, go.
Oh,
There's-
there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have a high school role model calling people. Oh!
you kind of set yourself up.
No, he didn't. Chandler did the right thing.
He stopped himself. He
classy.
apologized. But anyways,
Chandler brought attention
Oh,
to it.
shots fired.
Hey.
He did. He
Here
did
it
bring
comes.
a
You're
business
good.
to
You're
it.
good.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw
it's all
this
good.
spot
It's
out there.
so
You ready?
bad.
You ready?
So mean.
Valentina Shevchenko
Mm.
versus Amanda Nunes.
There
Dude,
it is.
I've got
Cody
that.
Devin's
Tomorrow.
back in there.
This time I'm whipping that appendix's ass.
Because the appendix ain't there.
It's not even in me anymore.
Exactly.
It's gonna be
Devin's in
me
there.
and him,
You got this,
and
Bob?
he's dead.
Jay, what fights are you looking to in 2020 besides the ones that everybody's?
I'm looking forward, and you'll agree with me on this one.
And these aren't to be real
Mad
fights.
now. Look how mad you are. You so mad. Uh-oh. God forbid
I want to see the Connor fight. Connor and Cowboy.
Yeah, I'm really hyped about that.
I want to see that one.
Connor's
Connor and
Brony.
Cowboy. Yep.
And here comes
Yeah,
the ride,
it's a big
and I'm sure
I feel like
Rick's
that one
gonna
could be
come right after
interesting.
that. So.
It's okay.
How about we call Jeremiah?
How
Let's
about
Let's
you-
not. Let's not do
I haven't
that.
answered the question yet. Can I answer this?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Just bear with me. Focus.
Amigos.
George St. Pierre and Khabib.
That.
I want to see
That
that
would be
badly.
That would be
Who?
cool.
George St. Pierre and Khabib. I want to see that so bad. I think
Y-
it's
okay.
like the fight of the.
Here's
the
what happens.
century.
What
Here's
weight
what
class?
happens.
Centuries. 155. The one, and the reason I say 155
I think
is
they're
because
gonna meet in the middle.
well, George said he can meet at 155.
Really?
He's actually like cut down to 155 to see if he can maintain that weight, and he can. So if he goes down to 155 and fights for a belt or one,
We're listening. Go ahead.
if they even do it like a catch weight at 165 and set up a belt and that would be awesome. It'd be great. Don't you think so?
No.
No.
At 165?
No, dude, a belt doesn't need to be on the line. for
Why?
this. This just needs to happen for our pleasure. No belt.
What?
No belt. Or are they going to make a rainbow unicorn belt and then a dragon belt? They're just going to make a
Make
belt
it
for
BMF belt.
anything
Make
and
it-
everything.
Yeah, I
it a
agree with
5
that.
rounder.
Making
Make it 5
fake
rounds.
weight class like belts.
Make it 5.
Was 5 rounds okay?
Make it
with you?
5
Paige
rounds.
Van
Well,
Zandt
well,
returns
if it's a
March
main
14th.
event, it's going
Yeah.
to be
Make it
5
5
rounds.
rounds.
Paige Van Zandt versus March 14th. Turns March 14th.
Ooh, yeah, that is right.
Your
Yeah,
wife-
my
your
wife
wifey.
is fighting that night.
Wifey.
We love that girl.
I love Paige. I love me some Paige. Man.
Just don't worry. It's not going to work out with her and her guy in a couple years. Just stay patient.
And his stupid neck tattoo.
She knows. I know, right? He's got like just looking at you.
What are they talking about?
Paige Van Zandt.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
If I married
fighting.
her, her name would be Paige Paige.
You know, I don't think that guy can talk. Though. I think the only noise that guy can make is duh,
And you see the tattoo go in
Yeah.
and out?
duh.
Who wants a drink? Who wants
He does
shot?
got a funky tattoo, man.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll drink.
Sure.
I'll take one with you, Jay.
Ain't no dirty.
Hey, Chandler, you hear this?
Watch your mouth.
There's a nice little bit of this rum poured in this cup.
What's in the cup there?
It wasn't enough.
Jimmy Neely says to watch your mouth, Brian.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up. That's my man. Jimmy's my dog.
It's my hero.
It's my
I like
dog.
Jimmy. He
So-
stopped after Dalton's last fight in Gatlinburg. He told me he was watching mine Nick's videos and my hands look good. So I cash that check every time I get with Nick.
Like
But
Jimmy told me.
Jimmy Neely said, and he's a UFC ref.
Josie.
So.
Oh, my
Jimmy, he'll tell you too. He'll tell you.
Drives the nuts.
You don't know Jimmy like I know Jimmy. Jimmy is my evil twin. I have to wear a shirt when I went into Hog Wild that says, "Don't hit me, I'm not Jimmy Dillon." Yeah, it's.
You got to get Jimmy on the show. Jimmy, you have to get him.
I'm gonna rat on you, Jimmy. Okay, I'm gonna. I have to do this because he hit national news. Did you know this? Where an MMA fighter beat up a poker player. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And,
I do remember that.
What's
I
his
do
name?
remember that.
Are you trying to think of a poker player's name?
No, the guy that responded to it. The bully beat down. What's his name?
Mayhem Miller.
Responded to it, talking about Chandler like Diet Cokes. Mama Cash said you like Diet Coke.
I do like Diet Coke.
So you don't drink alcohol, but you drink Diet Coke?
That's what's in that Diet Coke.
Newsflash,
Yeah, that's
buddy.
what counts.
Aspartame's worse.
That was like a couple years ago, guys.
the lies always come back to
swear
bite
to
you in the
God.
ass,
Swear to
Chandler.
God, it was in Knoxville.
Yeah.
I was in the ring.
Yeah.
He's not had one
Drink
since
more
that
Diet.
day.
No, I just.
A man does not have a good enough memory to be a
Billy
successful
Swanson
liar.
fought me, you, and David Robbins were in his corner. We all had like Diet Cokes in the ring. It's like.
Hey, can anybody? Can y'all hear Chandler? Because Jay's like.
Yeah, I had to.
Making love.
I mean,
with
look
the
at
mic.
him. He's
Chandler's over here like
he sticks to Jeremiah right now.
Speaking of David, he's
You
got
are,
like,
ain't you?
big upcoming
Look at
fight
you.
too, I think.
Yeah, he's let's see. Good old David Robbins. And I know Billy Swanson's got him coming up too. Another big one.
Jimmy.
Billy Swanson.
He does. Actually, he's fighting January 10th as well on that Valor card.
That's crazy.
For beating up a guy.
I love it.
Yeah. So David Robbins out of American Killer Bees is fighting Demir Flipapapapach.
From Nashville or something. Was it Nashville, MMA?
Bars.
Jay,
It's Demir.
pronounce his name.
He fought Luis Peñas.
Oh my God.
He fought him and he fought
Hat,
JSP. That's his only two losses, ain't it?
Demir.
Fentanyl.
He's good.
Hey,
Fair but
Jay.
Huh?
Get on your job.
What's that?
You got to read it. The macho voice.
Hold up, hold up, hold up,
Here
hold
we
up.
go.
Okay, go ahead.
The Lone Wolf Harper. Oh, now he says, now I feel bad. Hell, I'm trying to promo Spire with Cole, and he got quiet like I hurt his feelings.
No, I just ain't gonna play into these games.
Oh.
Like, look, I'm gonna be real right now.
Well, this could be real.
And just take this shot because I want you to be honest. Like, I want to take a shot. I want to take a shot. Okay, take it. Okay. No matter what he says, and no matter what y'all read or live or not, if someone said that you had to pick a winner of this fight, or they were going to shoot your loved one in the face, you would not. Okay, you cannot say you would pick me.
I'd pick you.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
I gotta pick you, Chandler.
I know y'all would. I ain't dumb, and the world knows this, and I'll try to explain this to him and get understand that this doesn't. And I just want him to understand.
Well, and there goes
this ain't
Paul.
me being, and this ain't even me being mean. That's why I'm not. That's why, honestly, I'm not gonna talk crap because I don't need this fight.
Are we gonna be real?
He needs this fight.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Since I tell the truth and you don't.
Yeah.
We're still on that.
I think he needs someone to kiss his ass.
Oh, yeah. That's fine, brother.
I think
It is what it is.
I think that Jeremiah knows that. I think he knows that. I think that he doesn't have the odds in his favor because
You're getting cussed out. Just saying.
Why? No. I think
Feels like Chandler. Feels
he
good being
thinks
me.
no. I think, because he said this before. Did he not say the odds are not in my favor, and I'm meant to lose, and if I beat Chandler, I beat Chandler. Those were his words.
That's a real easy place to say things from, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trigger fingers
From behind.
I'm just repeating
From
what it is
behind.
that
Punching
he said.
up.
He's the one that said that. He agrees with you.
Panda Cat
I'm
Podcast.
just saying. No,
Promotions.
Listen, and
Where we
honest
make
God,
fights happen.
No, and this is okay.
Wherever this fight happens, we need to be there to commentate.
My boy Hunter.
I'm commentating.
No, but just look at it like this. Okay, say I got upset. And I popped off. Okay. No, he is right. Like I can't be acting like that because I am a role model.
You're a dad.
No, not just that, but like
You coach kids.
like-
Yeah, you got a lot of
I really do
influence.
work with kids and stuff. That's like, honest to God, like coaching and being there for kids like I had, because you know, if it wasn't for my coach, I don't know where I'd be. So I try to play the same role. So that's why I can't buy
Being a band down by the river.
Jimmy said he's out. He's
can't.
going to bed.
It's
Night,
like
Jimmy.
9:30.
I can't buy
Night,
that.
Jimmy.
Love you, brother.
We understand, John.
And Cody
But when
actually
we
said,
fight, it's on.
Yeah, I like Cody's comment there.
Yeah,
about
dude.
basketball and
No,
yeah,
Cody.
we're hand could be.
You taking
Yeah.
the high
Just
road.
know, just know that.
Hey, Jay, this is from Hunter, okay?
Why'd you tell me to do that for, Hunter?
Yeah, I think we need to talk about Cody's
we
comment
gotta
here
come back up here.
about Masvidal and Khabib.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
That would be a good fight.
That's the
I
real
speak the
BMF, though.
truth.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it
But I
is.
do have KO power, so. But who have you knocked out?
No. Nurmagomedov versus Masvidal would not be a good
Okay.
fight.
You don't think so?
No, because Nurmagomedov would inject his venom in him and take him down.
I don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
That's why it's going
I
to be a
do
good
not
fight.
know.
It would be a fun
Huh?
fight to
Against who?
watch. Now, I think
Jorge
Khabib
versus,
is going to win.
Masvidal.
It's going to be hard to find somebody that can stop him right now.
Ooh.
But it would be an entertaining
I don't know,
fight.
because listen,
The last time-
and I just want y'all to put this in perspective. He is taking down these 155ers. If he ever decided to go back up, go up 70, period.
Who?
Khabib.
Khabib.
He's not doing that. He's not gonna. It changes the whole game. A one weight class can change the game.
And hey, listen, I understand that he knocked Askren out with some freak flying knee, but that's kind of Askren's game, was like to just
Yeah, but he
take
also
people
peppered
down.
Nate
Was
Diaz.
was that a freak thing though?
I don't care. I don't care. That makes me want to watch this.
It'll be a good fight.
I think he okay.
Hold up, Chandler.
Topology?
Yeah, I'm about
Yep.
to pull up some facts.
But that's just. I just want to make this clear real quick. I've had 19 fights, amateur and
So we're going back to
Pro.
you and Jeremiah.
Yeah, I
amateur
know.
and
Here
pro.
we go.
This is
Let's
amateur and
see.
pro. I've had 19
Chandler
fights.
Cole out there.
I've lost
You
twice.
guys.
Chandler
That's
Cole.
17 wins. I have one
Hammer
decision.
hour. Well, they get hammered.
Let's
I have one
see.
decision.
Whether
Wrist
they're
stoppage
TKOs or
strikes,
KOs
wrist
or
stoppage
KOs.
strikes,
count.
Yeah.
rear naked
TKOs,
choke,
yep.
KO, strikes round 1, decision, KO. Josh Short, did you knock him out? Doesn't say.
Finish him.
Verbal submission.
Ground and pound.
Good man.
Jesse Hilton,
Yeah, he knocked him out. It was TKO.
Wesley Hanson,
Finish him.
Jeremy Mullins,
Finish him.
Jonathan Nichols.
Finish him.
Who's keeping count? How many is that?
There's one decision out of his whole career, and one submission,
2 submissions.
2 submissions.
First fight, another one.
So
And
out
not
of
all on
19,
Tapology, huh?
so 16 TKOs and KOs. Because if it's
And submission, no.
two
it's-
subs and 1 decision.
No, 17. 2 subs, 1 decision. So it's 15. No, it's 14.
All right, we got Jeremiah Harper's topology.
It's 6 and 6.
Oh, yeah.
Setting the record straight here.
On
guys.
here, he's 3-1. Oh, this is the wrong Jeremiah Harper. This one's from Minnesota.
God.
Never mind. 6-1. Let's see. He lost. He knocked out. I know Brock Walker,
Going back fist, yeah.
Josh Short. Do you remember watching that fight?
Yeah, he knocked him out the first time, and they fought to a draw. Second time.
He knocked out Joey Potter. Yeah. That was in Tazewell. John Half.
Well, TKOs are KOs.
We're counting wins. It's MMA, son. This ain't street fighting.
TKOs are well, it's technical knockout.
It's a
I mean,
knockout. It's in the name.
TKO is technical.
Hey, look at
knockout.
this one, Jay. Right memories. That first one right there.
Heel hook.
Oh, really? Check page. Oh, he'll look.
What's funny? I like Jeremiah. I like Jeremiah. I like Chandler.
You know what's crazy? You want to hear something crazy?
I want to hear it.
I do too.
You like Jeremiah?
I do like Jeremiah. That's why I don't understand this, because I'm going to go ahead and say this.
Where did all this beef start?
Okay, remember the comment I put about the protein?
Remember that
I
one
said
time
someone
with
told me that
bacon?
protein. I don't remember what. I don't even know if it was
That's what
protein. It
happened
could have been
right
creatine, pre-workout or something. Something.
What did you do?
I posted a listen. I posted a comment on y'all's podcast saying something,
Yeah, I
and I
remember
said that someone told me one time if you take protein, it's cheating. Well, he got on here and he's like, "Hey, mother effer, I got the podcast. I can post it." And I was thinking, honestly, in my head, I was thinking, well, I'd like to hear it again because I'm pretty sure that's what you said. He may not even said that. He may have said like pre-workout and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it was something of that nature. And he... No, I don't have a problem with it.
What in the world?
Listen.
Like I said, you look up to him. Yeah.
No,
I feel like it too.
Is he 6'1"?
We're
That's
helping.
only looking up.
We're helping y'all with y'all's relationship
No,
right
but
now.
listen. No, seriously.
Get it out and fight it.
So-
It's therapy session.
So I made that comment,
on some NF.
and he got on here, and he somehow like a week later he got on the comment, and he was like, "I know the conversation you're talking about, you stupid mother effer." Like it wasn't. First of all, that's not what went down. That's not what was said. Cowboy. So don't try to put me on blast. I'm sitting there thinking like,
He called you a
dude,
cowboy?
Like, I'm trying to sweet talking me, and now it's going. Dude, I'm gonna fight you regardless. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna beat you up. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna beat you up. But as far as like not liking them, I do like because this is fake.
Right.
He has to sell tickets.
Fake
and
news.
he ain't gonna sell tickets. I'm gonna sell tickets.
Wolf tickets.
Wolf tickets.
We'll sell
loan,
tickets.
they're called loan wolf
We're
tickets.
doing pretty good selling the tickets right
area
here.
right over here.
Listen. But he got on there and he was like, "Listen, you must have got." And this is right after I lost. He's like, "You must have. You need to quit taking so many shots to the head." Blah, blah, blah. You know, just stuff like that. And I'm like, first of all, you're not Keith Bell. Keith Bell fought in Bellator. You know,
Yeah,
he's
he's
fought
legit
all
veteran.
over. Like so. For him to say that, I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, well, then we got an argument. I messaged him and I said, hey, since you think that, you know, I need to get so much better, fine, why don't you come fight me then? Spar.
And you did.
And no, he did not.
Oh,
He did
okay.
not. And he said, why don't we make this legit? And I said, no one in their right mind is gonna book that. Which
I got upset because you put words in my mouth. LOL, and that's not fake. It's real, brother.
okay, yeah.
Gonna upset me.
Can I ask you a question? Hey, you know what? Listen, you know what respect is? Is when you don't tag the person that says it. That's why I wasn't throwing him under the bus. I could have made him look dumb and said that, but whatever he said, he said. That's not. Listen, he's gonna get beat down regardless.
Okay.
This ain't gonna save nothing. I'm just saying that's how he went about it. That's how he went about it. So it is what it is. Whenever this fight's booked, it's his last fight.
So, moving on.
Wrapping up, Chandler is not wrapped up in his feels. He's focused. He is a wrestling coach. He is a dad. He is a role model. He is walking the higher ground. And he's still going to fight Jeremiah.
And
in his career. Jeremiah, on the other hand, thinks otherwise. He's going to take.
I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
I'll make you a deal right now.
All right.
Because honestly, he has to show up first.
Jeremiah said upset alert.
He has to show up. Hey, if we fight and he beats me, I swear to God, I'll never fight again. I swear to God.
A loser leaves town.
I swear, we'll see. I think he's not.
He's in
up
for a
Rude awakening.
Yeah, I've heard that. You know who else said that? Josh Short.
Brock Walker.
We're best friends now. We're good friends.
Brock Walker. Did
Before
he
the
ever fight Chandler?
He said he was gonna knock me
Did he
out.
fight Chandler?
Yeah, Brock
Beat
fought
him
Chandler.
up.
Oh, that was at Kingsport.
Yeah.
I remember
Brock said
that.
he was gonna knock me
I
out.
remember
Down
that.
the road.
Oh my
All these
God.
guys forget, like, when you put those little gloves on, it's a fight. Like, and a lot of people think, like, if you don't stand up and trade shots, like, it's not a fight. But honestly, I can do whatever I want in that cage. So he has to train for everything.
Fight.
Because while I'm faking those shots and throwing stuff, he's gonna. And I don't care if he knows my game plan. I'm gonna come out and just.
I know your game plan.
It's.
I love your game.
All right, guys. So,
I swear to God.
All right, let's
what about Khalil Roundtree?
That's a man.
Yeah.
His guy's last fight coming up.
I haven't seen a lot of his fights.
He's a beast.
I mean,
He's 1 and 2.
He's a beast.
What he's known for, he fought the Ultimate Fighter. I can't remember what season, but this guy was like huddled up against the cage.
And kicks him. No, but he's also beat the brakes off some
soccer
people.
kicking this guy in the ribs. I mean,
Yeah, but who?
And it was so freaking.
Yeah, but he beat the brakes off someone recently.
He lost his last fight, I think. He lost his last one.
I'll pull up his record.
I like Khalil. He's a super stand-up guy, man. He's awesome. Lost all that weight. He was like I think 300 pounds at one point.
Let's
Miss
see.
Elizabeth, like off. See, y'all know that Randy Savage.
He beat.
Oh, yeah.
That's who he beat.
You leave Elizabeth out of this.
He beat Eric Anders,
Yes, I
another
did.
Valor vet, by decision.
Okay.
In April.
He's a stud.
Yeah. He studied Muay Thai. He went over to Thailand. I think
Was it Eric?
Let's see, he's beat
Oh,
Daniel
you're
Jolly,
talking
Paul
about
Craig.
I was about to say because
He
Eric
beat
is just a
Gokon.
freak.
He beat Gokon.
Yeah, Eric has been
who's
shouting out
a
Kim Beverly
killer
on
kickboxer,
Twitter
and Eric Anders.
after his fights up north.
8 wins.
You talking about when he fought for LFA?
Yeah.
I fought for them too.
Who's he fighting next?
I'm not ready for the big shows.
He was on Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Who
Khalil got
was?
on Khalil.
Roundtree.
Yeah.
He's mean.
Yeah.
Khalil Roundtree.
He's one of them guys that if he fought you in a bar and he knocked you out, he'd probably stomp you.
See how big
He doesn't
his
say
chunk
who he's
legs
fighting yet. Let's see.
But his next fight's going to be his last one.
Probably so.
Gordon M. That's what he tweeted out.
So, okay, we talk about goats.
Oh, he fights Smiling Sam
Doug
Alvey.
Jones is the guy, by the way.
Smiling Sam Alvey.
Mm.
They got a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Smiling Sam. That'll be a good fight.
Yep.
I think Smiling Sam's going to get beat. Smiling Sam is a journeyman fighter.
He's a gatekeeper.
He's a gatekeeper. I hate to say that about him, but he's a good fighter. He's still a good fighter, but I think Roundtree's going to beat him. I think that's probably why Roundtree's going to fight him, is so he can hang his hat on that.
Yeah.
But we talk
Be a good fight.
we talk about goats all the time. You think John Jones is the goat?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, and this is not for debate. We're just saying who we think is GOAT. I think George St. Pierre is GOAT. Who do you think is GOAT?
I think it's John Jones.
You think it's John
I do not
Dude,
like
he's-
John Jones, and GSP is one of my favorite fighters ever. But
Right. It's I'm not bringing it up for
Yeah,
debate.
yeah.
Can we give reasons why?
Yeah.
I think so. I think he's the GOAT because no matter where he goes, on the ground, standing up, he finds a way to pick people apart.
he's never had that Johnny Hendricks fight like
Oh
GSP
my!
did.
Like I said, and a lot of people thought he lost, and a lot of people were talking about Thiago Santos, but I thought John Jones won.
I did too.
People
I
get
did
like
too.
tunnel visioned when he gets in a close fight like Alexander Gustafsson. You go back and watch it. John Jones won the
Yep.
first time.
Just
But
because
people
he's
see how
not
close
beating
it
the
is.
brakes off of him.
People see
I've,
how
I've
close-
judged fights before, and if you look at through the judge's eyes to see what the forward aggression is, the takedowns, the clinch work.
Brad Moore.
Hey, Brad, look, dude. Hey, boy.
Brad's awesome.
You got me messed up, man. Come on, Doc.
It's the
That's how you
favorite
get-
hour.
Yeah.
And John Jones'
that's how you
only
get
loss
James
was a
Franco.
disqualification that he was killing the guy.
True. Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
Can
but his fight against.
Amanda
See, I
Nunes.
said I was not going to debate
He was
this.
definitely
He
winning
just-
though. He definitely
But
won
what
though.
I didn't like, coming from a judge's standpoint, he didn't really do much. And even though he was landing shots, I don't think they were good shots.
But was he landing more?
Which one you talking about?
The one. The
It's a
last
chess. Sometimes it's a
one. The one
chess
you guys
match.
were just talking
Santos.
about.
But sometimes it's not a. Sometimes people get it confused. Like a lot of people want to see people stand there and just bang it out. But when you're on that stage, sometimes it's a chess
Pornhub.
match. And he was hurt and he took advantage of it. So it was. I'm gonna retain my belt because this fighter's so good, and that he's running out of contenders. There's gonna be a second fight, and he even said it himself. He said, "This time I beat this guy at his own game. Next time, what you gonna do when I wrestle him?"
All right.
Which is
So
a fact.
everything that you said, here's my case. Everything that you said, you could say the same thing about George St. Pierre. Okay, you can. With George St. Pierre,
Damn it, man.
he's lost. Not only has he lost, he beat the people that have beaten him, plus the guy that beat him before he beat twice badly, Matt Hughes.
Yes.
He's a 2-division champion. And when you say GOAT, you have to define what a GOAT is. What, inside the ring, maybe outside the ring. He's never hit a car and broke a pregnant woman's arm.
But I don't think when you're talking about the GOAT, we gotta talk about strict. You gotta. It's when you start pulling the personal life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah.
That's like saying, is
broke
Mike
it.
Tyson not one of the greatest boxers of all time? No, because he went to prison. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think champions are also defined too.
Okay,
It's what you
okay.
do on and off the mat.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But even
Fair-
if you're
Right.
talking
Okay.
from,
You're
from
Hey,
a strictly
Chandler,
in-cage standpoint, there's
Chandler.
nothing that John Jones has that I don't think JS or GSP has not done.
Fair enough. Okay, well, we won't put that in there. How about this? George has never been popped for steroids.
Damn it, man.
That goes in with the with.
But hold on. Let me, I want my facts to be straight. I want my facts.
He has no picograms inside of him. You can't say the same thing about John Jones.
Pick a
Yeah, but
that
picograms
works. Pick a gram.
Don't mess with your IQ.
But it-
fight IQ. I'm saying like this dude's like.
But
his fight IQ is high.
but it shows that you did take something to try to
Touche.
Okay.
Damn
but
it, Dad.
hold on. I hear what you're saying though.
right.
I'm gonna
But
tell Jay.
GSP also competed before they were testing.
But he wanted to test to make sure that other people were. He was all about it.
How many times has it came out that he was?
But never proven.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean,
yeah. Well, everybody's going to say that because he's that good. He looks like and I will agree that he does look. I will agree that he does look like that he's on steroids, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he was. What are you doing?
Devin broke my mind.
What are y'all doing?
Cody
How did
says
that
that our
happen?
steroids argument is whack.
There you go, Cody.
What is it?
Steroids argument is whack.
They all juiced and everybody juiced even more when GSP was
Devin
more
broke
active.
my mind.
That's a fact.
But
you know who didn't
I'm not.
Hey, you know who didn't?
Devin, this is why we don't have nice things.
Nick Diaz.
He was just high. He was just high.
And you know what I don't get is now, like, if you get caught for steroids, automatic 2-year suspension, right?
Get here.
They try to suspend Nick Diaz for 5 years for weed.
Yeah.
I'll make this right.
I think he should be like promoted. Because have you ever been high and like just rolled?
They have actual tournaments
I
where
know.
you like smoke and you roll.
I know. That is
That's called 10th. It's
how
called Eddie
ironic
Bravo
is this?
Invitational.
Yeah, Eddie Bravo
ironic is that?
Invitational.
they allow them. Yeah, they
No,
did.
read Jeremiah's.
Oh, if there was no such
Yes, please do it. Please.
time restrictions in MMA, Nick Diaz will be the greatest fighter of all time.
No.
You know, John Jones says Alexander, if he wasn't there, he said he would be running that division for sure.
That's
And I could see
Well,
this.
but now his time's up because now all those young cats are coming up and they've kind of like Anthony Smith. He beat the brakes off Alexander Gustafsson.
yeah,
You know what
he
I'm
did.
saying? So it's like that time he would have had a good run, but now he
Y'all
wouldn't
having a
have.
moment.
If it wasn't for him,
He broke my damn mic.
I didn't mean.
you know what's crazy though is
This conversation over here.
I would like to have seen Dominic Reyes and Anthony Smith before this John Jones fight, but I understand that if they fight and Anthony wins, we get the rematch that we already know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
I'm
I
not
get
mad
why they're
at him.
going ahead while he's on fire, putting him in there.
I'm disappointed.
Yo, what if he got knocked out? Which could happen to anybody.
Still on y'all over here. I don't even know.
I'm like,
Cody
I'm
says
getting
the Diaz
distracted.
brothers are victims to the judges. And Brad says, no, Brian.
You shouldn't leave the fight in the hands of the judges.
They got judged on damage
Damage
and
and
not
not
performance.
What?
So,
Cody's saying that the Diaz brothers are victims to the judges because they get judged on the cosmetic damage and not the performance. I don't know.
I've
about
seen
that.
that. Okay,
I don't
hold
know
on.
about that.
We could possibly say that about Nick. Nate has took some beatings.
Now-
People get it twisted with the whole Conor McGregor thing.
Nick and Nate-
because he beat Conor McGregor, so everybody's like, "Oh, he's great," but he has took some thumpings.
Nick and Nate, if they get going as far as the floor is concerned on the stand up, then usually that leans more towards their advantage.
Yeah.
They usually
Chris, are you over there looking up mics?
if you get he's on the microphone
Already
side.
on it.
Yeah.
Already on it.
Yeah.
Already on it.
He's going to get your bank card here in a second.
Cody says the
wanna see what
Diaz
happens.
brothers hold records for most strikes thrown.
True.
How many
Yeah,
landed?
yeah.
How many?
I know, right?
How many?
It's more like all that kitty pawing.
But usually, if you get past their stand-up game and take them down, they'll go for a sub, and then that's where everything. Yeah. Didn't you see some kind of like ratio thing that showed where the submission attempts are going downhill?
So Chris is looking up a new mic that evidently Devin broke.
Let's go to that.
This is why we don't have nice things.
This is why we don't have nice things.
Hey, pun intended. Breaking news.
I'm not mad, Devin. It's okay.
So
I
bad.
didn't mean to.
Well, you shouldn't touch shit that's not yours.
You moved it.
Move it closer to me. And
No, no,
all
no,
I
no,
did
no,
was
no.
move it.
So I
It was
touched
here,
I
and
touched
moved
this
it
button on the
here,
back.
and it went. No, it's done, dude. It's broke.
Game over, man. Game over.
I tried to plug it back in, and I was like, I don't know how this goes in.
Yeah. Neither does he.
And then he's like, oh, it's broken for good.
That verdict.
Yeah, it's trash.
That's bullshit. All I did was move it, and it snapped.
Shame on you, Devin.
What are you
shit that ain't yours.
Shame on
Insert. That's what she said. To
That's what
everything
she
they just said.
Wow.
So, speaking of fights in 2020, Fury Wilder 2.
I'm hoping that the people that listen to our podcast have multiple personalities because we have 17 conversations going on at the same time. Do you ever notice that?
Yeah, I know. We don't. One goes on.
Devin broke my damn mic.
Chandler's over here listening to something. Devin's over here breaking shit. We're talking about goats and George St. Pierre and Nick Diaz and.
See, I feel like we're having good conversations.
Good
They're just like
combos.
squirrel, squirrel.
Blackheart. What are you drinking?
But that,
Yeah.
it's naked.
Protein.
What's in the cup?
It's naked.
And
What's in the? We ain't done that in a hot minute.
And
y'all.
Brian's
bringing
naked.
it
Everybody
back.
knows what we're drinking. It's Blackheart.
We're bringing it back.
And that bottle's $20, by the way.
It's very delicious, by the way.
But Deontay Wilder
Is a man.
yeah.
So here's
He's
the
a
thing
man.
about Wilder. Everybody he's lost to or won against via decision.
I was gonna say lost to.
Everyone he's lost to doesn't exist. The bipolar.
But he,
True story.
That's my hero right
but every time
Jeremiah.
he rematch, look what he did to Ortiz. He comes back out. He's like, cool. I want a rematch, but I'm gonna finish it.
He's so confident
there. I
in
think he
his
finished
right
him the
hand.
first time too.
He is. I mean,
Yeah,
can you
no,
blame
he
him?
knocked him out in the late
He knows he
rounds.
has a gun.
Who, Fury?
He's got a nuclear
I'm talking
missile.
about, I thought you said Ortiz. I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's right. He knocked out Ortiz.
He
in the
knocked
later-
out. Yeah, he knocked out Ortiz the first round.
He's knocked out everybody.
God Almighty.
I can't wait for
Except
Fury.
Austin Fury.
Fury.
Who's the man?
Fury is going to come back and
Nah, he may get knocked out, but I enjoy watching him fight.
Yeah, he's a,
Brad said we need to play brown bag. You know when he
Brad-
brings
Brad's not my favorite person right now.
bottles.
He's saying Dane White's the GOAT and the brown bag. You know what he does? Okay, so we invite people to come over to watch a fight, right? Brad shows up. Make sure that Tracy gets a brown bag.
I have Morocco now.
He goes, you know what? We all know it's broken.
There, Jay. Have it. It's yours.
Can I tell a freaking
Tell
story
your-
without you crying about this damn thing?
Story time.
Story
Story time.
Story time.
Story time.
Tell us a bedtime story, Jay.
I'm trying.
All right.
But I got Morocco boy over here. Brad shows up with a brown bag, and there's like all kinds of different airplane bottles in there, and you have to reach in there, pick one, drink it, and deal with
It's
it.
bad.
And
Whatever
I don't
you
know.
get.
I don't know if him and Eeyore have this like weird sadistic fetish where they like to see people make like contorted faces when they drink like fingernail polish, and I think they like replace the liquor with fingernail polish and like Bill Cosby stuff. Yeah.
New friends.
Wake up with your pants around your ankles and be like, "What the hell?" Oh, that was me. Yeah, I did that to myself.
I mean, there is on
Yeah, you did
TLC all
Twitter.
those shows where people
You
have
did
like
Twitter.
No,
weird
I do not
addictions,
need
and
a
nail
Twitter.
polish is one of
Twitter's
them. So.
for you. Like it is.
That's
for
weird.
you.
Yeah, you
I
can
don't
eat
know.
it and not
It is. You post
die.
funny stuff on there.
They had a whole
Don't
episode
touch it.
dedicated to nail polishing people.
Smack his hand.
I'm just over it. What did you do to make that do that?
What up,
He
Clint?
moved it.
Did you punch Baby Yoda?
I think I found one. You've got the base. Everything else is good, right?
Oh my God.
Don't try to cheap out on me, Devin.
We can't.
Base and everything. If
you cheap
everything
out
else
on
is
me.
fine.
How do you break it?
Okay.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like,
It was
He
he was
touched it.
all the way over here, like this. And Chris like moved it, and I thought, oh, that means
No, I
Devin-
hit a button on the back.
he.
That's all I did.
Nah, he touched it, and then he looked at me, and I thought that meant
break it.
this sounds like good. And so what I did is in the base, I moved it like this,
Ah.
where it's not pointing away from me, and where it's plugged in, it like
Hard to watch.
boom,
this.
boom, boom, and then
And
snap.
49ers game. That's easy. Turn off the game.
Exactly what I was
And I
about to
feel
say.
bad about it, and I didn't mean to.
Devin,
Who watches
shame
football
on
anyway?
you.
Guys, serious
This is
question.
what you call a bad friend.
I think y'all need to wrestle for it.
I have a serious question.
All
Chandler
your
has
questions are serious.
a serious question.
That's my go-to. Serious question. Because
See what you got.
if I say, hey, I got a question, you might not pay attention.
But then the more you say it, the less we really care about it.
But you're trying to get me to ask.
Here we go.
So what's the
Females,
question?
Something's wrong with them.
Yeah.
Anyways,
She's a
so
tick, go ahead.
this is my serious question. Are you ready, Blue Tick?
I don't even know where it comes
Who
from.
watched Fedor versus Rampage last night?
I saw it on YouTube.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Rampage.
Listen, he knocked him stupid.
Really?
Rampage.
I didn't see it.
Rampage.
Pull that up, please. There.
Rampage looks thick.
Does he?
He looks.
Honestly,
With 2 C's, 4 C's.
What was? Hold on, we're about to pull it up.
We're gonna pull it up so everybody can watch it.
Good gosh.
Yes, I know.
265.
265. That used to be a light heavyweight UFC champion right there.
Can you see this now?
That is now a shell of his former self.
Hey, what's it matter, man? I know how he feels. No, I'm just joking.
Come on, Sam.
Really?
Bless his heart. Rampage.
He said, "What happened? What's going on? Why'd you stop the fight?" That's what I was saying.
Pull that up, please.
I know how he feels.
Please pull that up.
And here
God, he looks
we
chunky.
go.
Wait. Hayward strikes first. He's striking, and still at 42, he still has very fast hands.
Yes. Listen, he came out.
Needs to be very careful to stay.
Waiting for his opportunity to get out midway through round one. And that uppercut
That makes no sense.
Page about where he's going
You're talking about he is up there. He is up there. I'm not gonna say he's the GOAT, but he definitely has a
And here we go. Red.
Both of them.
Hayward strikes first. He's striking, and still at 42, he still has very fast hands.
What's Fedor's record?
Needs to be very careful to stay.
Waiting for his opportunity to get out midway through round one.
Jeremiah,
And that uppercut lands over and over.
Page about where
Jeremiah,
he's going to
when
attack.
Chandler speaks, I don't listen.
Everybody but Blue.
No, I'm just pointing out the fact that everything's a serious question with you.
Watch the shot here. Right hand just starches it. He goes face forward. What is it telling you as the referee? I don't want to be where I'm at. I don't want to be in
He's
this
intimidated
fight.
by your
That's
knowledge.
why he was stopped. A good stop.
Your MMA intellect.
Oh man, golly, I didn't know Rampage was looking that bad. Thank
That's
you.
what we were asking.
Thank you,
Brad.
Brad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. He needs like medical help. Maybe you can help him.
Golly.
So bad. Real bad.
Sheesh.
Like I said, mine's camouflage.
Pudgy.
Pudgy.
So,
He put on a pound or two.
Christmas hit him hard, bro.
Christmas hit him very hard.
And you know what's crazy? Before the fight, this guy that's supposed to be like a famous trainer, like he's worked with so many athletes, got on there and was like, "This is the best Rampage you're gonna see, the fastest, strongest. We've put weight on the right way."
No, you didn't.
Listen, that's what he said.
Everybody's looking to
needs
have
to
his
fire.
eyes.
And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, why would you
He needs
Say
to
that.
fire him.
say that? Because honestly, say you work with all these
He needs to
athletes.
fire him.
Your stock just went from here, working with all these athletes, to here. Work with them. You know, get them big if you want to, but don't put it out there.
Let me ask you this. This happened a while back. Ronda Rousey's trainer, what was his name?
Oh my God!
Edmund?
She said she had hands. Edmund, Coach Edmund.
Edmund. Okay.
She had hands.
All right. So Edmund, I watched the fight with her and
Beth Greer.
Amanda Nunez. What up?
Oh, baby mama.
You should not see I'm on here. Hold on.
So okay.
Turn it down.
Everybody listen to this conversation.
Yeah. We're gonna all put it on the air.
She mad?
Good
You
jam.
gonna fight Jeremiah or not?
She's promoting it.
Rampage is notorious for not training hard though, and he has been upfront about it.
Yeah, true.
He
True
lied
story.
last night.
Well, I mean,
He probably has been lifting weights. Honestly, I mean, think about it. A lot of people, like when they get in like power, like some people lift weights and think they're getting in shape, but it's not the right kind of shape. You know what I'm saying? He probably was the strongest he's ever been, while being the most out of shape he's ever been. That's
True.
a fact. It happens to everybody.
True.
It happens to the best of us.
Well, they didn't like he was in a shape, but not the correct shape.
I bet you he was strong. I bet you. Hey, I bet you if he laid hands on him though, not that he was fast enough to get to him, because you seen Fedor, but if he did, it would have sucked.
think so?
Yeah.
Because I never saw one punch thrown by
Same
Rampage's
thing,
end.
they painted
No, I'm saying if you know, 'cause I know because think about how strong he is already.
Right.
He's naturally just big and strong.
Well, Fedor was just too much of a blender
Oh
for him.
God, it
They
was.
should've
Did y'all
painted a
see?
cheeseburger
He was
on
throwing.
Fedor's belly.
He was
and
throwing
probably-
5 pieces.
He does.
He
of
would've
soda.
gone
He's
after
got, he's got that limp wrist thing going
Who,
on.
Fedor?
He does this right here, and then it turns into a machine gun.
Lifting cheeseburgers.
Hey, I don't know if y'all keep up with. Y'all keep up with like powerlifters, any of y'all?
Eddie Hall.
I know Eddie Hall.
Yeah.
Listen, he was fat,
Jay,
and now he's shredded.
Let me show you this.
Speaking of powerlifters,
Eddie Hall transformation.
Ronnie Coleman. Have y'all seen him?
He's a bodybuilder though.
God, he looks bad.
Lightweight, baby.
But he just
Not
had
anymore.
Was he
anymore.
getting back
Come
up?
out.
Ugh.
All right,
He looks bad.
So this is
Yeah,
Eddie, the
it's
Beast
'cause of
Hall.
that weight is saggy now.
No, he looks bad.
I follow him on Instagram. He had knee
Good
hip
God.
surgery. Yeah, that's
Yep.
okay. Look how big he is,
That's
but
a unit.
but he's also one of the strongest men in the world too.
Holds deadlifting record.
Why would you need that? I mean, why would you?
But if you was getting paid millions to do just that,
I don't know.
This is going through, I guess, pretty much his whole life.
Yeah, this is him when he was little, and this is him when he's big. This is him when he ate like a lot of people.
All right, let's see. Let's skip to. I want to say it's 18.
That's Ronnie Coleman now.
So yeah, so he starts lifting weights about 14.
yeah, he's looking bad.
This is 20. It's 24.
Good grief.
Let's see.
Good gosh.
I got
26.
Just like the-
27.
God almighty. That's 27 years old.
Yeah.
He looks like 47.
God, but when you're talking about strong, like
You won. Here's your trophy. Thanks. Let me back my car up so I can put it in.
Here's him at 29.
Yo.
Bench press shoulder.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
how you gonna call me and say nothing?
Everybody listen. Everybody listen. Let me turn it up.
What'd you think I was? I will when I get back. You know you're on this little podcast thing.
Hi.
All right, bye. Yo, but on a serious note, like, have you ever met someone who's just like super strong?
Yeah.
Those guys are like double.
Ungodly
I mean-
strong. I mean,
I want to brag, but
That stuff does like intrigue me.
155,
Like,
baby.
they do some crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
you go, Jay.
Could you imagine deadlifting 1,200 pounds?
no.
no. That's
No,
my
no.
point. Why would you want to?
Yeah,
Some
exactly.
people get excited about
this
stuff
is-
like that.
I don't like.
But
I don't
think
like
about-
pooping on myself.
You know what I'm saying?
What,
like
late
I ain't gonna
20s?
lie. I ain't gonna lie. I love lifting.
He's late 20s and he looks like he's in his 40s. Think about all the pressure on his joints and stuff like that.
I don't think he
lifting,
cares.
carrying that.
Yeah, and
But I don't think he.
He'll
I
care
think
when
he,
he's 40 and
but
can't
I think
move.
he has. I think he has enough money to where he don't care.
Yeah, and
I would care.
I would not like to lift that because I don't like pooping on myself. It's not
Can
fun.
he even?
Does he hold the record? No, the guy
When
off
Trump's
of
that big, you can't even wipe
Game
your
of Thrones
butt.
has
Like,
it now.
what's the
don't
point
he?
of it?
Yeah, the mountain.
And you're only strong
it's,
enough to do that one exercise like that
I think Eddie
way.
claimed it back.
Listen, all I know is that
That's
I don't know. I get into this like little spurt where I like lifting, and I get strong real fast though.
I like lifting, but that's just
Do you, but
that.
do you,
Yeah,
but
that.
hold on. Do you like? You
not
don't
normal.
like powerlifting though. You like staying fit. There's a difference.
Well, yeah, because he might
Some
be strong
people-
enough to lift 1,200 pounds in a deadlift one time, but what can you really do with that muscle? You can do that one exercise that one time at that weight.
You ever heard
No,
Brian,
but he does a lot of exercises, really heavy weights.
you ever heard Brian Regan talking about the strongman competitions? They're like, have you
you
seen
ever
these
seen-
guys with the grand pianos filled with molten lava? Like throw it over their head like 20 feet in the air.
Look up the one arm press that they do at the Arnold. It's like, okay, one dumbbell, one arm that they snatch
Oh yeah.
and press
Oh, the 1-inch bell, yeah.
is like 300 pounds.
Mark Henry. I seen Mark McHenry do that on YouTube.
It is crazy.
Is that the Arnold you said?
It's an Arnold.
Let's see.
He was talking about throwing those grand pianos up in buildings. He's up there, he's like, rah, rah, rah. He goes, dude, put the
And
grand
we-
piano down. I'm
and-
pretty sure it don't
And
go up
realistically,
there.
like, you know, these guys, like,
Look at that.
honestly don't have no cardio. Can't.
Oh no.
Way too much muscle.
Yeah.
But could you imagine if one was just to, like,
Connect.
pow? I mean, for
That's
real,
all it
he'd
take.
crack your skull.
Yeah, that's all it would take.
Yeah, this dude has no neck. He has no neck.
300 pounds.
No neck.
Good grief.
Can you imagine if that just
fell on him?
Fell on your
How's
head.
that weigh 300 pounds? What is that made out of?
You know what I'm saying? But that's the Arnold. I mean, those do.
That's Magnus, or what was it?
Ain't easy.
Yeah.
No,
Whatever
I'm just
his
kidding.
name-
That's like
whatever
fish
his-
and blood.
Magnus for Magnuson.
Magnuson.
Somebody that ain't got a vowel in his name.
Hasn't better heard the comments yet.
Oh no.
I'm scared.
Day 4 of 7. Gotta get some sleep.
We got a D's nuts here.
D's nuts.
You better do a lot of lifting.
Read it. Please, Jay, read it.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You better do a lot of lifting when preparing for the lone wolf. I did heavy lifting daily, lifting these nuts. Oh yeah!
It ain't gonna help him.
Speaking
Yeah.
of, wrestling,
Last five.
kickboxing, grappling.
He's gonna be 0-1 pro.
One of the most,
I win one pro.
one of the most underseen fighting styles in MMA is karate.
Yep.
Think so?
Except for the Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
And Lyoto Machida.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I forgot about that.
Did you say the most overseen?
Yeah, like
Overlooked.
Yeah.
And Michael Page.
I
Venom
don't think.
Page.
Well, he's big in kickboxing.
Michael Venom Page?
Yeah, he's real big in kickboxing too.
No,
because he was talking about the other day when he was doing this thing, and he was talking about his dad died. He's like, "Yeah, Dad, these kickboxing drills are for you," or something like that. But he was big into kickboxing before he started. A lot of people start off. I think Wonder Boy.
Mm-hmm.
He was undefeated as a kickboxer.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people transition over, but I think like straight karate. I better watch around. Jason Brake will shoot me. I just don't, I think
Remember where you at, bro?
no, I just think like when you put like Muay Thai up against like someone who's strictly Muay Thai versus someone who's strictly karate, I think the Muay Thai guy.
I 100% have to agree, but I was in karate before I started here. So karate itself as a statement, it's really just a watered down sport.
You got to blend it all together.
The
with
movement of karate is what gives you the edge with your
Good for
kickboxing, your Muay Thai, your MMA.
Good for kids. like a foundation. It's good for
It's
a start.
it's definitely good foundation.
And it's good to teach discipline and stuff.
Just put your kids in wrestling.
That's a fact.
100%.
That's a fact because you know what? I ain't never met karate people that can sprawl.
So I tell everybody that asks me what they can do for their kids, I always tell them the best thing you can do is find them a wrestling program and put them in it.
Yeah,
wrestling teaches you crazy amounts of like discipline, and it's a character builder.
True.
Yeah, karate.
That's the reason I don't like you
because
guys.
karate, sparring and stuff. I mean, you're playing a game of tag. It's
I hate wrestlers.
Yeah.
Wrestlers.
I know I make fun of this a lot, but like I know I made fun of you for it, but literally, it's something about like staying in so like when I wrestle people and like staying in their face and constantly like people who now when I'm wrestling other people who know how to wrestle,
Chandler's
it's like a
popular.
chess match. But when I'm wrestling people who are just like martial artists, like I make a point just stay in their face and constantly just wrestle.
It's that
grind.
It's,
It's like a
pressure.
grind. Like
It's the pressure.
Yeah, it's.
Because typical martial artists, there's not that kind of pressure when you go to any kind of karate, taekwondo. You're playing a chess match, or from a distance.
Yeah,
it's
it's
get
face,
in, get
yeah.
out. It's tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mean game of tag. But so's boxing. Boxing's weird.
But you kind of you
Depends
stay
on
in the
boxer,
pocket
though.
more.
Yeah, it depends on the boxer. I mean, you got guys like she said, guys that get in the pocket, and then you got guys that gets in and out. Then
Wrestling.
then
And
there's
you're actually
then there's
getting
Mayweather.
hit in boxing.
and then
In
then there's
karate,
Mayweather.
like
Triggered.
if you
Jeremiah-
are excessive with your
triggered me.
face contact,
Jeremiah
then
said
you
that
get
'cause he can't
disqualified.
wrestle.
Lee Polk says wrestling.
Oh,
Wrestling.
is Chris Cash
Wrestlers.
going on Team Cole?
Oh.
What happened?
He's a wrestler. I don't know. Hey, I've wrestled a lot of people, and when I got on top of them, it wasn't just a lay and pray. It was a murder scene.
I know. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going,
We prefer-
and that man's dead.
We prefer to use the term wrestle fuck around here.
I don't know what you're saying.
He's taking the high road, Cash. He's a wrestling coach. He's a dad. He doesn't trash talk.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'll trash talk for him though.
You want me to break
Trash
this
talk
mic?
for him.
You want to go for two?
Listen, honest to God,
Devin, take care
hey,
of it.
and honestly, this may. I can out wrestle Cash.
Oh, Jeremiah.
Oh.
Bud, I haven't trained in a year, and I'll wrestle you any day of the week.
Is that a car?
What happened.
I will,
Maybe not Cole. Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
I will out wrestle you any day of the week, and I haven't trained for a year and a half.
Yeah, and I'll out wrestle Cash.
Big facts. See, I don't respect you.
Oh my God.
Listen. Real talk.
Hold on.
Has Parker ever told y'all about the time I came here and wrestled him?
Yes.
I don't know if y'all know this or not. I put on a wrestling clinic at Bushido.
Yeah.
No one showed up. So, no one showed up.
I had to work.
But Parker was here. Parker came. And me and him drilled for like hours. Then we live wrestled. And he told me, he was like, it blows
Chandler
my mind.
hey, Jeremiah don't take EBT, bud.
So the Cash and Harper fight's on?
Wrestling match.
Let's go! Hey, let's go!
Oh my God. Is this gonna be a tag team match?
Jeremiah doesn't know I know his daddy Randall, so.
Lee Polk says me and Cole need to get the tag team going. Lee Polk.
Oh, Lee.
We'll call it Cole Pope.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, we can do the wrestling match. I'm 100% confident I'll beat your
On game. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, I'm 100% that you throw him.
Oh, we're talking lateral drop in a heartbeat.
Oh my God.
You know what's crazy? I actually knew Chris. I actually met you before he started MMA training.
Yes, I wrestled that big son of a bitch from East Side. I can't remember his name.
Tyler Shank.
You mean nice gentleman?
Tyler Shank. Listen, I'll say this. Tyler Shank, listen.
This guy was a sumbitch.
The kid had no athletic.
A big one.
How do you know my dad?
Oh, I'm friends with the McConnell family. Really good friends with the McConnell family. I know Denisa, the whole nine. So I know your daddy.
Mic drop.
Like, for real? I was y'all messing around. I was like, man, like, don't talk about his dad.
No, I know.
Okay.
I know.
I mean, I'm gonna beat him up, but I ain't gonna talk about someone's dad.
No, I know Spider. Come on, man.
Cash. I know your daddy.
Oh, we have wrestled before. I guess Cash forgot what happened.
He got lateral drop.
Oh, he lost.
He got
didn't
turned
forget.
over.
Oh, surprise!
He got barred in half. He got bone arrow cradle. He got spladled, I think, at one point.
Wow. Mr. Harper.
He's making up stuff because when he was here at Bushido, I outstruck him, I out wrestled and out grabbed
Well,
him.
Jeremiah, that's what happens when you hang around Cole. You start lying.
And he just messaged me.
So we do open match here at Bushido. So let's make it happen.
Okay.
Let's make it happen.
Put some respect
Gotta
on
sound
my
the way
name.
first.
Put
though.
spec. Put some spec on it.
Hey, I'll
Isn't it?
finish
We got
y'all
the
down.
cameras going.
I showed up to this podcast not motivated. I'm ready to get back to training. When's y'all's open match?
3 to 5.
Whenever Jeremiah shows up.
Whenever Jeremiah
So it was today.
Or if you
Let's
want
see.
2 to 4
No,
again
I had
on
top
Sundays.
control.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Here's the thing.
Here
He's
what-
getting ready for a fight that never happened.
Oh?
Jay said, hey, let him work the top a little bit.
So here.
So
Hey,
are we gonna have a
say
snatch
that.
or what?
And let's put
And
this,
if I show up, is he gonna like,
Yeah.
oh, beer bottle?
Yeah. Oh, beer bottle.
Let's make it.
Cash is lying out his ass. He never
Cash,
once
you-
outstruck
He
me
tapped
or
you?
out wrestled.
Chris.
I tapped him.
Hey, on a serious note, me and Jeremiah trained together.
how'd that go?
How'd it go, Jeremiah?
From what I heard, he tapped you with a heel hook.
Hey, Devin, you never trained with Jeremiah. How'd that go?
I remember how that was. And I'm a little boy.
Bless it.
Did you beat him?
What happened?
Cash is lying.
Oh,
bro.
so Devin's in it too?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Hold on.
whoa! I ain't you, bro.
Cole's having a moment.
So Devin was in on this too?
There was some stuff that happened.
Each other get fired up.
Devin's in on it too?
Pinion Podcast, official sponsor of Team Cole.
Josie ever tapped Jeremiah?
Hey, Jay, if you ever
Josie's in on it too?
Hey, Jay, have you ever tried Jeremiah?
With a heel hook. But I get everybody with a heel hook, so it don't matter.
I'm done.
He said no. No, I forgot we
I just remember some people getting really tired really fast.
Oh.
I mean,
Or getting mad that you shot a video with your significant other at the gym.
that is the one actually.
Picture of me and
Oh yeah, he threatened Miss Ashley Ward.
That's true.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
He didn't
no!
believe it was
He's
the
like,
most,
no.
peaceful terms
So
in
much
which to
beef
go.
going on.
So much street
It
beef.
could have been all
Street
cool.
beef.
Street beef.
Mama Cash said, just don't film it.
Hands up, guns down.
Oh, no.
Hey, but I mean, it's all good though. It's all good.
What do you do when he pulls
What
up
is
and
it?
beats y'all up?
What is it? Max always says, "It is what it is."
Oh, he wants to fight in these streets.
In these streets.
I got a 40.
LOL.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of
Ashley
here.
always starting stuff.
I just remember when I was like 135 pounds.
Oh yeah, you're weight. You're
Y'all
cut
some
weight.
instigators,
I
man.
was just
Boys, that got
Relentless.
live like mother effers. Whoa. First of all,
if my
we
memory
still didn't
serves
bring up
me
when we
correct.
trained.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get into that.
Now the S is getting real, boys.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
are we supposed to be recapping Devin's fights, by the
So,
way?
Devin's-
That might be
Oh.
a good intro
Yeah,
into
yeah.
that.
Meant to
Let's
tell you
get on
this.
that.
Meant to tell you
What's
this.
the address here?
Jeremiah.
Call me now.
Oh no! Let's not. Hold on.
Talk about Devin, guys.
Hold on.
Why can't we call him?
Because I'm going to talk about this. Let's switch gears.
Chicken turd.
All right.
Everyone's chicken turd.
Let's pump the brakes. Here's what I want to do.
Oh, it was cool when it was me. But now it's y'all. Y'all want to talk about it. Remember with me? Remember he heel hooked me, Jay?
It didn't happen.
Remember that?
Can we talk about something else?
Keep commenting. We're gonna call you, boy. We're gonna call you, boy. Let's go, Jay. I'll give you my number. Y'all call me now. Give him his number. I'll call you. Give him the number. I'll call Jeremiah.
All right, but let me. Look, can I say this first?
Let me text him.
No,
Yes.
Oh my God! Here we go.
J Page is talking.
I've got a idea for the podcast. All right, the idea is for Devin. I want you to bring your fights. Well, I don't know if it's on
Hold up,
YouTube.
son.
You just want to do like one of them?
No. I want to do all of them. I want to do, and I don't want you to bring it up right now. I don't want you to bring it up right now. I want to have a podcast specifically designed for all your fights.
Okay.
And I want you to go through the fights, and I want you to commentate the fights, what you were thinking as the fight was going on.
If I remember.
You'll
You know, if
remember
you'd
when
picked
you see,
your
when you
phone
watch
other
the
day
fights,
when
you'll see it.
Jay called you. We already been doing this.
All right.
I
So-
said I missed the call.
So if we have to do a part one, and a part two, that's fine. I want Chris. I want. Oh my God.
Lance
I want-
Abbott said my money is on cash. Thank you, Lance. Hey, shout out to Lance Abbott. Even though he knocked my ass out, he's got a big fight coming up.
Oh, yeah, man.
Who's he fighting?
He's
Man,
making
Lance.
his pro debut. I can't remember.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Lance,
I don't know.
can I say something?
hardest hitting son of a gun. That I've ever
I've
been.
never felt worse in my entire life. It was after he.
Oh no! And here we go.
Can I go get my waiters out of the car?
Let me break this down right quick. Okay. Now with Chandler destroyed me in wrestling. Yeah, I got him one time with a heel hook, but that's the only time I ever got him. I'll admit it.
He tried to shoot a double leg and got cement mixed real quick.
Heel hook.
And the reason why that I trained with Chandler was because of his wrestling abilities. You know, that's the reason why I went up there.
Didn't help.
Because I need to get better in that area. So I went to train with Chandler because he's a great wrestler. I'll admit that.
Props.
Chris Cash, on the other hand, has never wrestled me in his wildest dreams.
He's sad because he got out wrestled by Devin too.
He did to me because he's never out wrestled me.
What about? Well, hold on. What about Devin?
What about me?
Devin never grappled. We sparred.
Oh, that's not true. Bro. That ain't true. Jiu-jitsu is my thing.
Oh.
We never grappled. We never grappled. We have sparred, and Devin was nice about it. Like I went easy because he's a smaller guy.
Oh.
Damn it.
25
He's bright.
It's a easy.
300 pounds.
I feel
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Devin doesn't hit like a little person.
And the thing with Devin, he was even cool after we sparred. He was like, "You're one of the fastest big guys I ever sparred with."
But
Being complimentary of my speed and stuff from my
He
side,
trained
which
with
I
me.
appreciate. And it's crazy all of a sudden trying to act like he's
Is this
like beating me
Jeremiah?
up or something. Which
hold on, Jeremiah. They didn't hear the last part. You gotta say it again.
No, he's saying that
No, I
it's
heard
crazy
it,
that
I
he
heard
thinks that he's saying that he was piecing Jeremiah
yeah,
up.
because I mean, when me and Devin sparred, all I did was speed with him. wasn't even trying to connect, and he was very
So it's crazy. All of a sudden now, people are saying, yeah, like he's talking like he's fucking whoop my ass or something. That never happened.
So Jeremiah, let me ask you something. Okay, it's Jay Page, by the way. How you doing?
Jay Page, by the way.
Oh yeah, brother. It's time to listen. So you have this beef with Cole, all right, and this kind of sprouted out to the Cash and the Devin. Who are you gonna pick first?
What do you mean, like the fight or what?
Well,
The wrestling match, the fight,
or
debate,
or the spar, or
We can roll.
Oh.
I'll roll since we never did before.
Either
You got to wrestle one, fight one, box one, go. Hey.
Shit. Okay. Wait. You got to marry one, fight one, fuck one.
Wait.
I was gonna go there, but I mean,
Roll has to be one.
That's kind of gay.
Hey, Cash didn't like that.
I like my lady's dick.
No, 'cause I hate to make him my bitch after outraging.
He said he'd hate to make you his B word after he wrestles you.
Oh.
Shit, just be sure you take a shower this time, bud.
Oh man.
He said something about shower.
Even Judge Brown took my side on that whole situation. He even told me he thought that was bullshit.
What happened?
I was preparing for Michael Snap, was what we had scheduled when I was with Bushido. Me and Judge was sparring, and I kept looking over, and we kept seeing a phone pointed our way. Now, she might have been taking pictures of somebody, but it looked like it was pointed at the sparring session. So I'm getting paranoid, because I don't trust people anyway, just because I'm on the phone.
Call Ashley.
Filming me spar. So I don't know what they're doing, in my ass, in the team chat thing, for nobody to film me while I'm sparring. Now, when I asked that, Ashley got all bent out of shape about it, started, raising a fit about it. And of course, when somebody just starts talking shit, I'm gonna talk shit back, and it escalates.
right.
Even Judge, I remember Judge speaking up and being like, all he asked was not to be
Let the
filmed.
record show our
That's not
waiters do
that
say
bad.
that you are waiving your right for
I think Josie said something about wanting to fight you or grapple you. What'd you say?
I'll fight anybody.
So now you got
from the
four.
blue tick. Blue tick is involved, ladies and gentlemen.
The thing, you'll have to identify as a female to fight her.
I know, right?
Whoa, someone call Ashley! Someone call Ashley!
She said,
Hold on,
"Come
Jeremiah,
on."
let's put Ashley on the phone too.
I don't know.
Oh no.
This is turning
The
to.
record show though, when you sign up a Bushido waiver, it does have fine print on there that we will photograph.
How many people read the fucking waiver? I can give it just as well as I do. People don't like to be filmed when they're training and preparing for a fight.
Legality is legality.
Come on now.
Don't hang up on her.
Speaker.
It's on speaker.
What's up, Ashley?
Ashley, hello. Ashley, we have Jeremiah on the phone. He wants to talk to you. Okay.
Listen here, pal. Shut your mouth for a second, okay?
I like it.
I think Ashley needs to be like the one that fights him.
This wasn't about you. This wasn't about you. This was about Devin, the guy I was dating. I didn't care about your camp. You think I want to take pictures of you and Judd and post it? Hell no, I got better things to do.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Every time we looked over, we seen the camera pointing in her direction. So, I mean, you can say what it is. I don't give a fuck. I just it got blew out of proportion anyway. Because I said I don't want to be filmed while I'm training, period.
She was just trying to look at my abs, man. That's all it was.
Guys.
Shit she's saying, bro, to be honest.
Hold on, you can't hear? Hold on, I'll fix that.
Did Ashley hang up on you?
No.
No, I'm still here. I'm learning to listen like he needs to do.
Oh man. He said, man.
I guess she's used to a man fucking just sitting down and letting her run all over, but I'm not that motherfucker.
Are you trying to eat your phone or something? I can't hear you.
Oh, that's a good one. Fuck your fan joke. First time I've heard that.
No, it sounds like you're trying to eat your phone.
What is this
become? Whatever, man.
This is my favorite podcast.
I don't give a fuck.
Hands down.
Giving my side of the story on that bullshit.
So Jeremiah,
Don't hang up because I want to hear
I'm
him.
not gonna hang up. So quick.
Ashley, you've been a great guest.
We love you, Ash. She said bye. So Jeremiah. All right. So okay, you got two females that want to fight you. You have Chandler Cole and Cash.
Damn.
Cash wants to wrestle you. Cole wants to fight you. I just want to watch it if that's all right. And I'm just glad
He's coming out returning the bang.
So the thing about it is, what's the decision? What's the time? What's the place? You tell me. We gotta go now. Go.
Can I ref it?
We can set up. You talking about the Cash wrestling match? We can set it up. We can, give Cash a month or two to get ready and get in shape or whatever he's got to do, and we'll do it. I'm considering that part of my training. You know what I mean? Like that'd be a training session to me.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, wait. Cash, you're not in shape.
I've trained about a year.
That's what I'm saying. Give him a month or two, whatever he needs. Let him do his thing, and then we'll see.
All right. I tell you what. We'll set this up between you and Cash a month from now, and
Hey, can I be here without you acting like a fool? I just want to watch y'all hug.
Would it be okay for Cole to be here and no beef between you and him and let things happen between you and Cash?
I don't care. I mean, that's
Okay.
gonna be a good look for me when I beat a wrestler.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
It
All
ain't
right.
the stallion though. Don't get it twisted.
Hey, Jeremiah, are we talking just takedowns or pins and all?
He said whatever.
He's all right.
He said whatever. Okay, so we'll bang out the details later, and we'll get back in touch with you and get this thing going. How's that sound?
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh my God. Do we gotta hang up? I like hearing them come.
Because it makes him look bad.
Oh yeah.
Chandler Cole, you better get on your bike and ride it, son. Time to fight. I'm gonna smack you up and down that ring left and right.
Hey, listen. Hey, I don't ride a bike. Well, listen here, cowboy. You better saddle up because you got a fight on your hands.
Hey, Chandler, what position did he heel hook you from, bro?
First of all, let's make this clear.
Was it inside heel hook? Was it outside heel hook?
This get
Was
brought
it?
up. I thought you made this up, but when he said that, I was confused.
We're down to 4 microphones,
I'm
by the way.
going to tell you. When we sparred, and realistically, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah.
Dude was out of shape. I'd been training pretty serious. You know what I'm saying? So when he came and trained on the feet, I don't care what he says. I swear to God,
But you were surprised with his Imanari rolls, right?
No.
His
On my
411
feet,
entries.
taking him down on the ground, it was beat him to death, and he knows that too. He does know that, and I have messages where he said, "If you're proud," because I remember I said I would beat you standing up. He said, "I know why you say that." And I said, why? And he said, because you beat me when I was fat, out of shape, and depressed. And I said, I get it. I get it. But he hasn't trained with me in years. And don't get it twisted because Keith Bell knocked me out because he ain't Keith Bell.
But what about the heel hook?
He didn't hug me.
What about the heel?
Didn't happen. I can't recall.
I just want to.
But I have got.
But he said that. I don't know, but he said that he
Yeah,
pinned
yeah.
Cash and he.
Let's put it this way: the
was complimentary.
only man in here that has not wrestled me is Chandler Cole. You've wrestled with me.
I have wrestled.
Jay's wrestled with me. Josie's wrestled me some magical way it's happened, and Brian's wrestled me.
But in all fairness, Tyler beat you, and I coached him, so I've wrestled you.
True, I'll take it. Okay,
Fair enough.
But he also had like 40 pounds on me at the time.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
A heavyweight, dude, there ain't no such thing.
It was expedition because
That's
he couldn't
my
make
everyday
heavyweight.
life
He
rolling
made
cash.
It was expedition.
No, he made
Especially
weight.
for
I
us
swear.
little
That
people.
year he
Yeah,
wrestled
that's
you.
every day for us, and they're just
That
like,
was the first
who's
year
40
he
pounds
made
bigger?
weight. I swear.
So
He
No,
had just
because
made weight.
that loss wasn't on my record.
So here's what we're going to do.
Chandler telling the truth about the out of shape deal. I was in terrible shape. Chandler dominated for the most part, but I did land a heel hook. It is what it is.
From what position was that heel
I really
hook?
don't call that. If it did happen, you gotta remember, dude. I've been knocked out a couple times last couple of years.
No.
But I do recall.
I
this.
gotta know where it was from. He's
I wish
gotta
I could
tell us.
you.
From
He's
full
tapped me
from,
out before.
from full
It's
guard.
not like I'm saying I dominated.
This is.
him.
He did it. He did it from
I can't tell you.
he did it from
Even
side
know your fancy
control.
Words, though.
Ah,
Does he
well.
know what a ashi is? Does
Here's
he know
what we're going to
411
do.
or-
Here's what we're going to do. A month from now, I guess Harper's going to wrestle Cash.
I'm gonna text Harper so we can.
I'll roll with him.
And
I'll roll.
And I guess Devin will jump in and roll while they're wrestling. I don't know. It's gonna get weird. The couch. So we're gonna set that up and get this thing going. And Cash, what do you think? Meh.
I said Cole's phone number so we can send sweet text messages.
I just know how it really happened. The truth.
I was on bottom and he was in side mount, and we transitioned into a heel hook. I was on bottom, he was in side mount.
If I was in side mount, he wasn't going nowhere.
I've never seen a heel hook from there.
If he was passing guard.
If it was the opposite.
Listen.
If we learned anything from this whole segment, in this whole situation,
Chandler's no longer a liar. Jeremiah is.
I know this. I'm so glad I am not Devin, because if I ever got in a fight with Ashley, you're screwed.
Yeah.
She held her own, dude. She weighs like 20 pounds, and she was just like jawing this 300-pound dude. It's great.
I don't get what's your mom talking about.
My mama.
Scoot over and give me room on the couch. I'll sit. Oh my God, Cody's going to have a fight with Jeremiah.
Like Harper?
I love Harper.
I think he's funny.
I think he's great.
I personally think he's funny.
He just gets so mad so fast.
I'm not.
Whoa.
He dropped a GD word.
He took his on. But the hook, he's lying, but.
Beat me in wrestling.
Hey, but in all honesty, I've never heard of a heel hook coming from bottom side control.
All right, so last question of the night.
Are you shutting this party down?
Yeah.
J. Page got to work tomorrow.
It's all fun and games. Don't call me a liar. I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm saying I don't remember correctly.
What do you think about the new Virginia gun laws?
What? Come take mine.
That kind of went down.
The Civil War starts in Virginia.
Handicap Podcast. Follow us on every kind of platform you can think of. Oh, good news is we're on Apple Play now.
Oh.
Or Apple Music now.
Apple Play.
How'd you do that?
Man,
Anchor FM.
Huh?
Anchor FM. So go hit us up. Patreon.
Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to the shit show. Thanks for Connor, Josie, Stephen New.
Donate to our Patreon because we need microphones.
new